fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up. Cop on no show. You fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up.
Run the track.
Yes, guys, we're back. Another game, another L. All of that shit. Big up everybody that's in here. You guys have watched my mental health slowly deteriorate over the last 8 months. And yeah, the season is finally done. Final nail in the coffin of this shit show. And there's still another 7 or 8 games left to go. It could still get a bit worse before it gets better. Big up everybody that's in here. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz. And yeah, we lost 2-0 to Madrid again. Didn't even set up to try and win, to be honest. We played with one fucking forward. One forward that doesn't even like to play centrally. So we were just stuck there with a bunch of midfielders and defenders. Like we're not 2-0 down on aggregate. And people are going to pretend it was good until the first goal. No, Madrid just soaked up pressure. I will not fall for that bullshit. But whatever. Big up to Jem for the raid, apparently. Jem's just raided. Apparently. Or he's going to, I don't know. Oh, yeah, he has. Big up to Jem. Big up, Jem, my G. Let me go through a few of the comments quickly before I get into this. Man said he can't wait for this. Yeah, I bet people can't. Like, subscribe, and all of that jazz. You already know what to do. Mounts agree terms, we'll get into that. I'll get to that later. Big up to Harrison. Big up to Fraser. Exactly. Madrid was on third gear, but people are pretending like it was us. No. Madrid just sat back. They didn't sit back, but they absorbed pressure. Because it's not like we're going to score when you got one forward. Even when they were attacking, they looked dangerous. They were dangerous in transition. But they were waiting for us to make mistakes. Then in the second half, obvious mistake. Cucurella goes too far forward. Chalobah doesn't cover the area that he's left behind. Easy ball played through. Rodrigo beats him one-on-one, acres of space, and that's it. That's the whole tie done. If it weren't already done, as soon as Lampard dropped that pathetic lineup. How do you bench Mudryk after that sort of performance against Brighton? He was our best forward player. And then you bench him. For what? To play Gallagher? Why? Because Gallagher scored the deflected goal. The fact that you played Conor Gallagher in a Champions League quarter-final second leg is embarrassing. It is fucking embarrassing, bruv. But whatever, innit? Big up to LFC. Man says, thoughts on the lineup yesterday. Dumb decision to play with only Havertz up front. It should have been Havertz or Mudryk. Havertz and Mudryk. Because at least if Havertz is going to make those runs away from the center of the pitch, you got Mudryk that can run into that gap. What's the point of having Gallagher there? He's all road running and no technical ability. It's stupid. I won't even pretend like we probably were going to win the game anyway, but it's like he just gave up with that lineup. Like, I looked at it and I just thought, why the fuck am I here? I feel like that every fucking game, to be honest. Like, why am I here? Why am I here? Why do I do this to myself? Oh, wait, I get paid for vlogs. That's why. And it's a link-up. Although it's not even going to be a link-up for much longer because everybody's now trying to sell their tickets. But hey, Bournemouth away is on sale tomorrow. Great. Fucking great. Long. Lewis, we're heading for the end times. I fear we'll be out the UCL for about 3 to 4 seasons. I think we should be back next season. If we have a good enough window with 1 game a week, why shouldn't we be getting back into the top 4? You had a good January window, have a good summer window. Make sure you get those outgoings sorted and do that shit. Big up to Sean. Big up to Bobby. Oh, yeah. We don't play this weekend. Great. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just keep your head up. Can't be bothered. You know it was over as soon as Lampard dropped the lineup. I hear you, brother. The man played Conor Gallagher against Mudryk, Kroos, and Valverde. The what? And then you see most of the chances, they went to Gallagher and they went to Kante because they were playing so high up. Like, I would have liked to see Mudryk there, maybe, or actual attackers. And if the attackers don't score, it's whatever. I'm not expecting anything from Gallagher. I'm not expecting anything from Kante on his weak foot. Cucurella, so whatever. Like, Chilwell's gone and Cucurella's a fucking shit guy anyway. I've run out of patience with that guy. I've run out of patience with him. Big up Rego Park saying Connor must have pictures of Lampard with a goat. What, with Hazard or... Oh, not what I'm thinking. Oh, fucking hell, bro. That is dark. That is dark. Don't need to be mad, bro. It's not worth it. I'm so bothered. I'm so done with it. Bro, don't even watch the games at Old Trafford, Emirates, and the Etihad. Emirates, I'm already linking up with an old friend to go out for that game. So, like, I've got to go to that one. Old Trafford, I'm only going there to shout flawless. Etihad might be a title decider. Forest and Bournemouth, I might just fuck those games off and do watch-alongs. Those ones might be where I'm just like, I am not there. I am not there. That's the way I'm feeling about that. Big up to the 400 you man in here. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that jazz. Lewis, do you think this is the worst Chelsea team of all time? Probably. Dog shit attack. Bozos at the back. Midfield, to be honest, is all right now. Kante, Enzo, Kovacic, that was the midfield I wanted. It was just the front. You played one forward. One forward. And it's like, whatever, okay. We weren't bad until the goal, but people were acting like everything was perfect until the goal. It wasn't. Like, having possession and moving it around well doesn't mean that you're playing well. We're just all down horrific because we've been so bad this season. We've been getting battered so many times this season. Like, the Brighton game was literally 3 or 4 days ago, and we got our cheeks clapped for 90 minutes, pause, that we're now thinking that that was a good performance. No, it was okay. It was okay. But we were 2-0 down on aggregate. You play one forward. Come on, don't delude yourself. Don't delude yourself. We've been surpassed by other clubs, plus we're a shambles. I hear it, bruv. It's just all depressing. 50% of tickets for Brentford have been returned. Fair play to those 50%. I might make it 51%. If you factor in pricing, Cucurella and rim job are actually worse than Mason Meth and cocaine galore. You're not wrong. Shout out to Sterling as well for the jogging sesh off the bench. Straight after getting a bollocking from Bowley, that is the response you give off the bench. Dickhead. Fucking dickhead. Whatever, man. Cucurella, you're a bum. Whatever. Chelsea, just all bums. Whatever. Yep, road to suicide. We'll be there. Sterling is washed. We need to get rid. If a bid comes in, do it. Because he don't give a shit right now. And I'm not defending anyone who doesn't give a fuck. Why was Havertz playing? He was our only forward. Havertz weren't even bad. We're not gonna do this and say like Havertz was the problem. He was our only forward. Good link-up play. He pressed well. It's all you can do. Did nothing wrong. Did nothing wrong. When we are not on Kai Havertz today, he did nothing wrong. Did nothing wrong. Man said he's one interview away from being a bigger flop than Lukaku. Lewis, it looks like Johnny has been right about these zones. I saw the stuff about Enrique. Apparently, he didn't join because he wanted more control. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. Not on Enrique, by the way, on Bowley. No, Rigo, like, I know it's just a joke. I know it's just a joke. It's nothing deep. It's nothing deep. Why don't you enjoy the vibes? The vibes are shit, bruv. The vibes are fucking shit. Big up Go AM saying Rimjob and Zora have had the same UCL impact this season. That's how finished Black Timo is. I'd debatably... Yeah, because they turned up in like 1 or 2 games. I understand that. 62 mil for Cinderella. Should have bought Astrid Wet at left back. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Big up Rigo Park as well, saying people are blaming Kante and Cuckoo for not scoring. Kante is playing a striker and a winger at times. We expect the most unlikely scorers to score. I'm not even on Kante. That shot came to him on his weak foot. I totally get you. Cucurella, though, no, my friends, we cannot defend that. Thibaut Courtois literally slipped. He did a Gerrard, and Cucurella took a touch. Like, bro, just put your damn foot through the ball. Like, what are you doing? It's just always a step back, bro, and it's just driving me fucking insane. I get what you're saying with the Kante thing. We have to have him go further forward because we had one forward. And Havertz likes dropping wide half the time. So there's not even anybody in the middle. So you're going to have Gallagher or Kante go into the middle. And that shit's just pointless. How Mudryk gets benched after that performance, I don't know. But that is dog shit man management from Lampard. Brother is on 0-0-4. Lampard might be getting his own 007 day. Hell, Chelsea might be back on 007 day if this shit doesn't pattern up. That's where we are. That's where we are. And whatever. As you can see, the road to 40 points has disappeared because I've just accepted we are not getting 40 points. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's all crap. It's all fucking crap. Let's give Havertz the respect he deserves. He didn't play badly. I've not said anything bad about Havertz. Did nothing wrong. Did nothing wrong. I told you I am objective. I'm not going to sit here and just run agendas for no reason. He didn't do anything wrong. We're not going to say he did anything wrong. Did nothing. What else is everybody saying? Fucking shit. Jafar says Todd B turning Chelsea into a rich RB Leipzig. It might be getting to that point, bruv. It might be getting to that point. I guarantee if we sign Felix, he'll be your most hated Chelsea player of all time. Bro, I'm at the point where if you don't want to sign João Felix, whatever. I don't care. Like, it is looking like what Jem said, where it's just a little bit of aesthetics and too much selfishness. Havertz made a brilliant run when Felix was on the ball, and he just aired him. He just aired him. For what? So you run into empty gaps of spaces and lose the ball? It's stupid. This happens all the time. That's the shit I got at Mason Mount for. Like, fair enough, you're a better dribbler, but if you're not getting any end product, what's the point? What's the fucking point? It's just, my head is gone, bruv. It's been nearly 24 hours and I'm still tired of this shit. We should have kept Alonso. No, we shouldn't have. No, we shouldn't have. My friend, this is revisionism. Big up to yourself, Ryan. You lot do not remember how mind-numbingly annoying it was watching Alonso play from 2018 onwards. I still hold him partly responsible for why Hazard left. Because Hazard would be venting at him nearly every game for dumb decisions. I promise you, Alonso would not be the answer. Maybe for that one individual shot that Cucurella decided to take 10 touches for, maybe. That's it. As a player, no. We would not do Alonso revisionism. That guy is a bum that only turns up for Tottenham and Arsenal games. That's it. And the odd Bournemouth game. That's it. Ugh. Go ahead and said Alonso. We're not doing Alonso prop. We're not doing it. Yeah, Kante's been playing right wing for a minute, man. I feel like this is the second or third game now that I'm seeing him in these positions. Like, what are we doing? This is we're such a mess. We're such a fucking mess. An absolute fucking mess. But the thing is, Lewis, if Lampard actually... that's the thing, but would we... We're so hopeless. I feel... we should have played another attacker, but it's like our attackers are fucking shit anyway. I just don't get why you play 5 midfielders and 5 defenders. I don't get it. I don't get anything about this fucking club anymore. I don't understand anything with this shit. Big up to Potter as well for taking our only striker out of the fucking squad. You prick. Absolute prick. I'm low-key tempted to skip Brentford only because I actually want to watch City v Arsenal too. A better game of football. I missed the last one so I could watch us lose at Dortmund. I don't know who I hate more, Lampard or Potter. Lampard's lucky he's a Chelsea legend. Because, boy, he is such a shit manager, bruv. He is such a shit manager. He's managed to outdo Potter in 4 games. I didn't even think that was possible. But hey, you don't think it can get worse? It can get worse. It can get fucking worse. Yeah, Kova's done out. That guy's mentally on the beach. You just need to stop playing him. Stop playing him. Give Chukwuemeka a game or something. Give Lewis Hall a game or something. I don't care. I'm going to turn full Cobham sexual now. Play the youth. Play the youth. Give me Youth FC. I'm turning into Poku Doku now. Give me the youth. It's the only thing I can trust anymore. Everything else is just shit. Everything else is just shit. Lewis, it's time to admit white Timo is actually a better signing than black Timo. Nope. Nope. We're now doing Werner revisionism. Nope. Another bum. We will not be doing this. Big up to Sean saying to me, Bowley has got to step away and feed money in. He'll benefit from us succeeding that way. If he continues this and influencing squad selection, then someone save us. What did he influence in the squad for this game, though? What did he... Because it's not him that said put Gallagher in the lineup. Or the 5 midfielders or defenders. I don't get it. Yeah, I heard he went back into the dressing room again. I'm not fussed. Abramovich did the same thing too. The thing that's kind of annoyed me the most is that Enrique is apparently pulling out the job because he's asking for too much power as opposed to what they're willing to give him. That's the bigger red flag to me. Nothing else. Like, he's already stepping back. He's leaving the decisions to Vivell. It was Vivell, Winstanley, I think Joe Shields or someone else on the board that was behind Graham Potter being sacked. They were going to keep him. It was Egbali that pushed for Lampard as a replacement. That was another L. Just L's all round, really. More L's than a town in Wales, bruv. Hey, Obba's got to start something soon, innit? If we don't get Felix, I'm not fussed at this point. I'm here with you, bro. I'm here with you. Big up to Artem as well. How many other super chats are here? Because it's just not showing me. I'm gonna roll through and I'm gonna start all of them. Then we're gonna go back up. Give me a quick set. All right, cool. I've got all your super chats. Appreciate the donations, my people. Right, big up Artem saying, I love when we sign Cuckoo, but bro, he might just not be it. It's not his confidence. He looks so limited in many aspects like pace, crossing, positional awareness. It's looking peak. I hear you, bro. That sorry. That thing for the first goal where he jumped forward. It was like the carbon copy of last week where he did the same thing and he left Chilwell exposed. This one, though, Chalobah is still partly to blame. Because when he goes forward, Chalobah doesn't close down the gap. So when the ball gets played forward, Rodrigo has so much space to deal with. But still, Cucurella just looks so dusted. Passing wasn't good enough. Not fast enough. Like you said, the positional awareness, the decision-making. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. You're offering nothing. Like, I always want to say I will advocate players in their first season, but you have to bring something to the table. At least Havertz had COVID half the season. And even then, he had the little March purple patch and scored in the Champions League final, so you'll give him another season. Werner got 27 GNA in his first season, even if he was a bum for half of it. So you give him another season. Ziyech had good periods under Lampard. Pulisic, brilliant in Project Restart. You give him time. Lukaku was still our top goal scorer at that point. Likes of Koulibaly, Sterling, Cucurella, they're offering nothing. They're offering next to nothing. And how I can't sit back and defend fuck all. It's bullshit. Where's the other super chat? Big up to Sean saying Luis Felix is Timo but can dribble, can't shoot or finish, can't or doesn't pass, has bad IQ. I'd say Werner was better at the passing, to be honest. Doesn't press. I'd say Werner was better at that too. Or defend. Werner was better at that too. Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking gosh. We're already at the point where we're comparing Felix to fucking Werner. Big up to Sean for the donation. It's not you, it's the players. Lewis vindicated. Bro, I was saying it was everybody. They're all culpable. People just want to focus on one over the other. No, they are all culpable. All of them are not good enough. And I've said that all season. Well, all year. All year. Let me correct that. Because I was on the Potter train until about the Southampton game. But yeah, they're all crap. Everyone's finally coming onto my side. Fair enough, do a scope. Let me just check if there's any other super chats. Cool. Save that. And yeah. Thiago Silva quotes. Yeah, I will be at AEW All Out. I will be. Hiring Fat Frank at caretakers like letting Zuma watch your pets. Fair enough, go AM. Fair enough. Did you hear Thiago Silva's interview? I got a couple quotes of it, but I don't recall it. Let me get up on Twitter. Someone give me some. We can't blame coaches if we don't take responsibility. It's a difficult moment for Chelsea. A lot of changes. You have many top players, but you also have some that are unhappy. We need a strategy in order to not make the same mistakes next season. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, we can't keep bringing in players and not selling any of them. It's just going to make it too cramped. It's going to make it way too cramped. So half of these players want to go, and we've been trying to get rid of them. And we've either pushed for too much money or we've just blocked the move. And now we have a bloated squad. We can easily sort that out in the summer, but you need to just get rid of players, regardless of the price tag. Regardless of the fucking price tag. Oh, you're saying not to play Mount. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, yeah, I did see the Pies tweet. Reece James pulled up at like 30 minutes, and then we had to put him into midfield, and he wasn't making any runs. And fair play to him, because he still managed to do a bit of a decent job. But, bro, just go rest. The season's done. It's finished. There's nothing left to fight for. Just leave it. The season is just done. Just end it all and just go for surgery. Go for surgery or go for a rest or whatever. Can't even blame Cuckoo for that goal. It's on Chalobah for me. I do think he steps out too much. And his problem is he just can't come back quickly enough. But Chalobah does have to close that down. He does have to close that down. Sick again. Surprise. Yep. Death taxes and this club ruining my fucking health. Just shit. Yeah, man, I don't know where we get out from this. We're just gonna keep losing. Lampard could go 0 for 11 by the time the season's done. Could easily see that. Could easily fucking see that. I don't know where we go. Remember, Justice said Chalobah's crap, Lewis, and some of you guys wanted him for next season as backup. I do still think he's good backup. Like, yeah, he was crap in that second half. Thought he was competent before that. Didn't really put a foot wrong. I've got nothing wrong with Chalobah as backup, bro. Don't see any issue with that. Agent D, what's Darko said? Fucking type properly now. TLC Poch talks later. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Triple threat. Huh? Enrique wanted far too much control and demands for Chelsea, although he did impress initially. That's just not a good look from Bowley. Not a good look at all. Not a good look at all. Just shit. Fofana's calm, man. He's one of the last players he should be getting that. Like, Fofana's been one of our best players this season, personally. Looked a lot better in this game than he did in the first leg. Big up to Thiago Silva as well. He had Benzema in his back pocket. Couldn't do a single thing. Couldn't do a single thing. It's just a shame that's probably his last ever UCL game. Unless he has enough of this shit show and wants to fuck off too. Yeah, he probably did just get scammed. Probably did. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? I feel like shit. Remember when Rudy and AC looked shit under Lampard? That don't work for Cucurella, bro. Because he looked shit under Potter too, and he won Player of the Season under him the year before. Do you miss Tomori? Well, you compare him to Cucurella, maybe. I miss AC. That's who I miss. I miss Christensen. Big up Maldini and all that. That's what we're really missing. GOAT. And also Rudiger. Good to see him off the bench. Also, Ancelotti, you couldn't even give me Hazard minutes off the bench. That's all I wanted. I had to settle for him walking off at full time. You couldn't even bring him on for the last 5. I'm seeing Asensio and Ceballos. Like, you're 3-0 up on aggregate. What do you need them for? What do you need them for? We're already dead. We played 1 forward. You could not have given me Hazard off the bench for 5 minutes? Really? I don't get anything, bruv. I don't fucking get anything. It's just shit. Can't be bothered, bruv. Can't be bothered. Should be missing Jorginho. I hear that, but Jorginho would not be helping with those Madrid transitions. That guy would still be running back to try and stop them. Just crap. I miss Christensen for losing. Hey, he did not single-handedly cost us that tie. Let's not pretend that. Havertz, fair play to him, was the only good player in that first leg. The only good player. Midfield got done up. Defense got done up. Mendy was crap. Mount weren't good enough. Pulisic weren't good enough. It was just Havertz. And James for a period, to be fair. That was it. That was it. Yeah. Felix has never had more than 6 goals in a season. If we paid us 80 million, scrap the club. Fair enough, bro. I hear it. I hear all of it. Because we're just not good enough. We're just not good enough. But yeah. Link is going to go out. We'll see what everybody's saying. Yeah, if you want to guarantee I don't miss your comment, hit the super chat button. If not, hit the like button. And yeah, pray for us because this is just shit. Hopefully the season will be over soon. Oh, Kai's in the airport. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Cool. I think that's everyone. Right. Yeah, that's calm.
Well. I'm all good, healthy, just enjoying the weather outside, working from home. Other than that, I'm good. So, yeah, looking forward to the last 7 games, but I'm not looking forward to the performance on the pitch. I'm more of a link up, just having seen mates.
Link up. People aren't going to turn up now. Stamford Bridge is 50% empty for Brentford the way things are going.
Hey, you know what? For the something that I want to come in it, so it is what it is. Hey, Duas, come on, I'm gonna block you for that. You know, you fucking dickhead,
Leave Duasco, bro. He's cool.
pedo.
Yeah, Duasco, roll through as well if you're about. Roll through as well.
But yeah, great game. Wonderful performance.
Did you even watch it?
Yeah, I did actually too.
Over the Napoli game? I'm surprised.
Yeah, bro. I watched it and laughed, bro. The goals went in and I laughed.
I was watching both of them. I'm surprised. I was surprised when
I kind of wish I watched the Napoli game now.
Milan played so well. That's not the same Milan that we beat, man. They were completely different. I think if we play Milan now, they'll probably beat us badly.
Right.
What y'all
Justice
talking about?
said he has too much going on this morning. Thank you, though. We were mayor yesterday, and Nagelsmann is not a yes man, but I guess the Enrique stands unhappy. Imagine that standing someone who didn't get the job. Prats all of you. Yes, you can read this out.
Legit.
I just don't get. No,
Did Scott Bowley push for Enrique and literally he's changed his mind? Let the DF director of football kind of like, you know.
I don't get this. I don't get Chelsea.
I don't know that there is actual evidence of that whatsoever.
Exactly.
My point is, I think there's from the beginning was Nagelsmann the job and nobody else.
Yeah, exactly. And Alex,
and Lampard appointment is actually proved that Nagelsmann is the number one target from the beginning.
And to back your point,
Because
Alex,
just think about it. If you think that Enrique was at the job and they want him, they would have hired him. Do you think they're gonna watch all that shit that happened with Potter and what's his name and Lampard, and they will just, you know what? Let's wait for the job applications for Poach or whoever they. I think Nagelsmann was the number one target for them from the first time.
And to back your point as well, yeah. As soon as Nagelsmann was fired by Bayern Munich, the next, I think it's a day or day after, they also fired Potter. It was so obvious. It was so clear.
Oh yeah, I even forgot about that.
Yeah, it was so clear. It's like literally they kept Potter until Nagelsmann was fired by Bayern, and then they fired Potter. So one thing I just don't get Chelsea fans that bring division amongst the fans. Listen, people might have liked Enrique. There's no point calling them out or fanboys or this. It's just people have preference. They want Enrique. They can't get him. That's it. Move on. But what's going to happen is people will start now running agenda on Nagelsmann because
that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like there's nobody. We are such a 50-50 club.
Yeah,
it's either that or either that. So now Enrique people are gonna be on Nagelsmann's neck from the day one.
Yeah, from preseason.
If Enrique was at the job, all the Nagelsmann fans are gonna be on Enrique's head from the game one. You see what I'm saying? There's no reason.
Kind of like in a balance in the middle because
there is no winning at this club.
There's no winning at this point. There's no point.
That comment from Jester wasn't needed. I mean,
yeah, but listen, all these agendas are only work because we're fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like if the manager and team are good, you can run any agenda you want. No one is going to take you seriously.
Yeah. At the end of the day, manager has to perform. No matter what.
At the end of the day, everybody wants to be funded.
So that's all we have.
Yeah,
if we're acting good, nobody's going to care, bro.
Dan, everyone here trying to be smart, you know. Like, that's why people have this.
You know, we're trying to be stupid for
generally. I don't think we're probably going to be, in my opinion, like 7th or 5th next year. Because when you let go of 14, 15 players, just that turnover, you know, even with a good manager, we're probably going to start getting good by the end of the year. So, but people are going to use it. It's going to be a horrible year in terms of Chelsea fans. But I personally wouldn't worry about it because even if you have a great manager, when you have turnover, when you have to change 20 players in your squad and you have to bring in new guys and all of that, it's going to take a lot. You know what I mean? We're not going to be this bad. This is horrible. This is 12th. But if people are expecting Nagelsmann or Enrique comes in and we're top 3, we're challenging, you're putting too much pressure. You're just gonna be angry for no fucking reason. It's not happening.
Once we get that preseason going in the summer, next season I don't think we're gonna be this bad.
Preseason or not, throughout the whole season, we're gonna be selling players.
I actually think that Daniel, there's way more job to do before the players come back from vacation. Way more job to do before that. By the end of July, you're already supposed to know at least which way you're going.
Mhm.
Which players you definitely need to know which players are you decided to keep or not. With the new manager in the beginning of the summer assigned, it will save a lot more headache. A lot more headache if, for example, we're not gonna get a new manager throughout the middle of the
No,
summer.
Alex, I guess what I'm saying is this: is even if they do everything right, the manager comes in at the right time, they get rid of all the right players, they establish a consistency with certain guys. It's still gonna take time. It's not gonna take this much when we're 12th, but I just don't see us going from 12th right now with a disheveled team, like no real spine, all the way up to third. So, you know what I'm saying? Like we're
I
gonna get
think
Yeah.
better, but we're not shooting up that high that fast.
I think with one
Exactly.
game a week, we can change.
I think
Yeah.
I think
I was
I
going to
think
say,
people
like,
will be surprised. People will be surprised.
People forget
Because-
our team that finished 10th. Those guys they were already champions.
It's not
Like,
even-
they already had a.
I don't
they
think
were
our
just playing
team is bad
horribly.
as people make our team as
These
bad.
guys-
Yeah.
And
Me
it's
either,
not-
Alex.
it's not
Look at
even that.
United.
It's like we
Look at
had a
United.
discussion about it on the casually stream yesterday. Like, I think as long as you get the right pieces in, as long as Nagelsmann can be, if he's the one that comes in, can be even a good to great manager, not even world class. Like, we can finish comfortably in a European spot next season. Comfortably.
100%.
Like, the steam isn't that bad. It's just
Just look
players
at
are
Man
in a shit. Like, there are a lot of players that have no confidence or are checked out, and like one game a week will help. It will mean you've got more time to like get the
Be on the
system
training
sorted.
Yeah, just like
Right.
2016
as long as
17
you-
season.
As long as you put in the right pieces, like as long as the DM, for example, you get is good. As long as you maybe get a number 9 that's good, then we should be fine. I think. I'm not saying we definitely finish top 4, but I think we can challenge.
Don't even go
One
that far.
season,
Don't even go
one
that far.
season without European football, it's not that bad.
Don't even
One
go that
thing-
far. Just
one
look at
thing
the
Chelsea-
one game a week is gonna help us a lot. A whole
lot,
But
a
that's
lot
only
more
gonna-
than you think.
That's
a
only
lot more
gonna
than you
that's
think.
only really gonna help us if you have a manager who plays the same team like most of the time. Like,
You know why it will help, especially with the young teams to enforce the system the way you want to play.
Yeah, tactics over the week.
With the likes of Mudryk and
That's
whatnot.
the reason why I'm okay with us at this point. Like, relegation is out of the picture. Not getting European championship, any kind of competition is out of the picture. It's the
The
best
only-
thing for this shitty season that there will be. No, the best of outcome out of the season is beating Arsenal and make them lose the title. And Chelsea to be the one, it will be one of the best season ever, actually. Well, not really for me, because I don't don't hate Arsenal this bad as much as I hate Liverpool and Barcelona. But at this point, one game a week with young players, it's a big plus to the new manager. One thing I'm worried about if Poch is appointed, and I don't have problem with Poch, to be fair. I think he's a great coach. The only problem I see, if Chelsea appoint a manager like Poch, Chelsea fans will not give him as much time. For example, if I will give
And
Nagelsmann,
that's the problem right
It'll
there.
and that's the problem, big problem, because it will turn unbearable
Quickly as well.
into the thing. And guess what? They going after Todd Bowley. They're not going after Poch. We're gonna go after Poch.
I think if
But
the
they're
only
gonna go after
yeah,
Bowley even
100%.
more.
if the owners
because-
appoint Poch after all this,
Yeah,
that's
but the
that's
problem
a
is
massive mistake.
they cannot make the mistake, another mistake.
Exactly.
They cannot make mistake with the different manager.
They haven't got any more room for error to appoint
But
Pochettino for
here's
me.
the reality: whatever manager comes in, the expectation is still exactly the same, right? Fans are going to have their level. of
Yeah,
respect.
there's gonna
But
be on a different
Yeah.
level. Remember
I was
Benitez,
gonna say,
Daniel.
like,
If it's whoever, like if he's good, because we've been bad, we've been
Yeah,
so bad for
I'm
so
saying
long.
if he doesn't,
And if he's a
not
great manager and he comes in, if he doesn't, then he should just fucking leave. Like, I'm not with you guys that we got to keep guys for 3 years if they're shit.
Yeah. I'm not that either. I'm okay with managers get fired every season if
Yeah,
it
I'm
has
cool with
to.
that. So for me, if he comes in and he's shit, he needs to go anyway. But if he's good, like, you can run whatever agenda you want. But if he's good and we understand that we're right now, with us settling in, we're a top 6, top 5 team. we can challenge for top 4 next year. But I just think there's too much overturn for us to put that kind of pressure. If he achieves that, or if he gets like a top 4 place, have whatever agenda you want. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, for example, I'm just gonna bring you example of what happened this season with what's his name, with Potter. A lot of people saying, including me, that we should have fired him earlier, not the time that we fired him. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't help the situation in any kind of way. So what I'm saying is, like, they give Chelsea fans will not be lenient, and if Poch has 3-4 games lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, Poch will be a quicker.
Fans will turn
Like,
quicker
yeah,
than they did on Potter, yeah.
Yeah, it will be quicker. It will be like Benitez, I swear, man.
100%.
It will be
yeah.
100%.
Just
Big
because
up,
of that, I don't want to risk it. That's all it is. I don't have
big
no
up
problem with
Strasbourg Steve saying, would you guys take Mike Mignon at Chelsea?
Why would they
Nice
come at?
response.
I don't
Yes,
even know
yes.
who the fuck that is, man.
He's an AC
Yeah,
Milan
Milan
goalkeeper.
I would
Milan
take
goalkeeper.
it
Oh
every
my
day.
word, man.
every day.
Why would he
ending
come
in a
here?
white.
What would he
Every
done?
day ending
Big
in a white.
facts. I don't know how
Ah.
much it costs though. It depends on the contract.
I'll
You'll
take
be-
Mbappe too, by the way.
Mbappe?
Yeah. I see
Yeah.
some of the same players will
Yeah,
take
since-
randomly. Like,
Since we're talking,
Big up to DK as well, saying Darko's new tweet looks like his Nagelsmann's
He's been saying it for a
coming. I've
while
seen it.
now.
It's
He's
just
not
Yeah,
lying.
he
it's
never
old-
changed his.
It's just old quotes from Nagelsmann in general, but there's no actual news on it. But
with Nagelsmann as well, yeah. We acting as if we have the monopoly on yes, he's gonna say yes. You know, this guy turned down Madrid once in a lifetime. I think he can turn us down. If he sees that, if he smells like this is a shit show, I think he will just say, no, I'm not going there. He literally, I can see him say that.
Yeah, I don't
Will
think Nagelsmann is a yes man. Whoever says people think that Nagelsmann is a yes man, I
have-
don't think he is.
They'll have something in. Like, I don't think Nagelsmann will appreciate Todd Bowley going into the dressing room after
Can you
every game.
imagine getting an argument with the Bayern Munich owners, man? That has to do something, man. You got to do something to piss those people off, because those people usually don't move.
Yeah, I think the owners need to realize they need to take a step back. You don't go into dressing room. Let the I don't know.
The dressing room stuff's not that deep for me.
Is it not? I
Not
think
for me, no.
Yeah, by the way,
If-
I heard somebody said Abramovich did that. Abramovich never did that.
not every game. I don't mind once in a
He-
while. Like,
yeah, but it's
It
not
was-
every game. Like, we only heard about this dressing room.
Wait,
because we're losing, that's why people are making a big
And
thing
they
out of
already
it.
fucked up so
What?
much. The dressing room thing is like bottom of the list.
Look, if Thiago Silva started commenting on owners, there is something there.
Exactly. Isn't yes. I think this. I don't know, man. They don't fill me with confidence. These owners. They have good intention. I'm
It's
gonna
just
give
when
it.
we've gone from the complete opposite. With Roman, you never see Roman in the public eye ever. Now we've gone the complete opposite.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is the problem with them. Like, this is like, I think the main gripe that people have with them. The dressing room thing in isolation is the same thing with the 3-0 thing. In isolation, it's a thing you can laugh at, and it's kind of stupid, but whatever. It's the fact that that's about the 10th time we've seen him in the fucking media this season, and it's like,
exactly.
do you know what that Peter was talking about it last night on the stream, and I was like, I deeped it. Do you know what that 3-0 moment remind me of? I don't know how many people here will remember this, but do you remember the Delia Smith, the former Norwich owner?
We need a 12th man.
With the
Where are
mic.
you?
It reminds me of that a little bit, of that kind of embarrassment of why are you doing this? And it's like we've had those moments so many times
That
this season.
3-0, that 3-0 comment, or 4-4-3, to be fair, it's not.
In isolation, they're not the worst moments. It's when you have had about 10 of these moments across the season. It's like, okay, now you just look stupid. Now you
And
look
things don't go your way. It's like it's a
Everything just
calibration. If
snowballs.
you're winning, nobody will pay attention to it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The winning and the way you play, and it's like. By the way, I heard you saying Lewis earlier about the game and stuff, and I kind of slightly disagree with you on yesterday's game. Why not put in some forwards and stuff like that? I kind of thought that the only person that I would think that it will be better, because based on what I think Lampard was trying to do,
Should have been
I
Mason
think it
Mount.
was actually be Mount versus Blunt Mount. That's the only substitution. That's the only starting 11.
I would have understood that a bit more because he's.
You see
had
what I'm
good
saying?
performances.
Because
That's another thing
I would
about
have
him.
wanted to see feet. Like, if we're doing a 3-5-2, I would have wanted to see Havertz and Mudryk. That's what I personally would have
You
wanted.
see, I don't even want to do that, because here's how I looked at the game. we're really successful of creating chances, not because we're so good creatively, it's because we pressured them and we took the ball from them in the dangerous zones.
Exactly.
But that's the reason why we are so good, because as much as you don't like it, but Blunt Mount runs and he presses the
They
players.
press his hard.
By the way, I
Mudryk
can't lie,
won't do
like,
that, so you will not have that chance.
Just
You see
on
what I'm saying?
Mudryk, by the way, like
I-
this guy is unbelievable.
Look,
Unbelievable.
Scott, just like zip it for just a second. Let me finish my point, and then you
that's
can troll with Blunt Mount. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm not even saying the only player that will actually do this better. It's probably Mount, and I'm not saying because it's because Mount actually proved us when he was really good in the season. One of these best seasons, it's when we did press the teams under Tuchel, if you remember, because
finish
we
as
didn't
well.
create a lot of chances.
Well,
We
can't,
made the
but-
teams make mistakes in the dangerous zones. That's how we won the Champions League. People forget that, but that's how we won. We pressed them. We made them look bad. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for me, I understand that people think it. Oh, we're playing defensively. Did we really look playing defensively? We are pressing the crap out of them. It's just the chances.
Like we said, like we said,
It wasn't like we
it's like a
sat
catch-
back. It was like
It was
just
not
felt
the
there
right
wasn't-
personnel.
There wasn't really
It's,
enough
yeah, it's
like.
like a catch
Also,
22,
though,
right?
Madrid
wasn't the
didn't
right
even get out.
personnel to
Madrid didn't even
score.
come out of first gear in that half. Let's be real.
But honestly, would any other personnel have pressed the way that those guys press? That's the only thing
No.
I'm saying. Is
That's
that
what
no.
I'm questioning.
if
I don't
you-
think
if you
Mudryk
were-
would
if you were
press.
taking out, like again, we saw
Maybe
Conte
not for the
doing-
full 90. Maybe
we
not
saw
for the
Conte
Probably
going
not.
1v1 against Kamavinga,
Kamavinga.
which you don't really want to see, right? But it's like when you win the ball high up due to the pressing and them covering space
Just-
and everything else, Conte's going to get the ball. Like Conte had the best chance in the first half.
So you're saying the
Maybe
tactics was
Cucurella.
more to just press them as high up as possible. and
Yes.
force the pace
Yes.
and
Yeah, they
Okay,
tried to
that's
force
the
mistakes.
That's
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 what
One
what-
at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead.
That's what
Yeah,
Nagelsmann would do as
Rodrigo,
well.
go Rodrigo.
Nagelsmann would do that as well. He has a man-oriented pressing. He will be pressing team the shit out of them, and will be
Yeah,
winning
you
the ball.
can't do that with Felix. You can't do that with
You
Sterling.
can't. Yeah.
You see,
But like-
I can actually prove you another little point. You see, with what's his name, Chilwell versus Cucurella. Chilwell is probably will bury that chance that Cucurella had,
Yes.
Yeah.
but Chilwell will never be as aggressive. And how many times did he got what's the name, ball away from that guy before he got at fault for the goal with Chalaba? You know what I'm saying? Chilwell is not as aggressive by pressing and get the physical grinding. You know what I'm saying? Like the one versus one. Cucurella is really aggressive in that situation, but Chilwell is more talented when he goes up top. He has a better left foot and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's. I think the tactics were spot on. The problem is still personnel. That's all it is.
You could tell.
It's not a problem with personnel. If you're a great
I
manager,
can see how you're looking at that. I can
a
You
great
see how
manager can get the talented players to also work that hard. That's where it comes in. Like you have to get someone like Felix to work and die on the pitch. That's what to me that's what makes you a great manager. You have to get that out of them.
Agree.
You can do it, you just have to get it. If you can't, if I rate you as a manager and you can't get that out of him, then it's
like
on
Pep's
him.
done,
But
it's like Pep's done with Grealish, isn't it? Grealish is doing all that hard work now. He wasn't
you
doing it
have
first.
to. You have to get it out of them. It can't be he can't press, he can't this, he can't. No, make him press.
Yeah, spot on.
Mhm.
No, it's like look, it's really. I thought it was like. I'm gonna punch somebody, but anyway, look for me, the game was fine all the way until that freaking first goal went in.
Yeah,
And
that
we
was a
did
clusterfuck.
look, the game was gonna be gone if we would play Felix and we play Mudryk or whoever. That means that we will not be pressing high. That means that we will not. We could have conceded early. That's how I see it. I think there's just the personnel.
No,
And I
not
just-
really. Not
If
really.
you
No,
let
no.
Conte and Cucurella score, it looks the game looks a little
Completely
bit
different.
Cucurella has to score.
Completely
that
different,
goal.
yeah,
Kante's
100%.
was more of a half chance.
Yeah,
on his
if
left
Kante
foot.
scored because the
Conte
Kante
had all the time in the world to
look,
relax.
if you don't disagree with me, what happened in the first leg? Who had the first best chance in the first leg of
Yeah,
Joao
Felix.
Felix.
Joao Felix? Or is he offensive enough for you?
No, I agree with you.
Did you finish the ball?
I agree. I'm not. Listen.
No, I'm talking to Fatur because no. Offensive players. I just proved you that it's not. That offensive players starting, it doesn't mean that it will succeed because they started the first leg, did they? And Felix had the first chance, man. That he should have buried that game, the goal.
And I know what you're saying about last night.
If you were betting, I was gonna say if you're a betting man, you are a betting man. As bad as you are betting, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you odds. You have 3 players to score the goals. Felix, Kante, and Cucurella. Who are you betting on?
I say Kante.
I just proved you're a bad betting person, man.
No, he's not.
I'm a bad betting person.
What's actually bad is that he's not. I wouldn't call him crazy for that because you're only betting on Kante's greatness. That he has one of those great goals that he does. But all 3 of them, it's not guaranteed. The difference is Kante is going to press like hell and win the ball back and make Mudryk have probably his worst game I've seen him have in a long time. He was terrible.
The chances we got last night were.
That's what I was trying to say, man. Did anybody see Mudryk? Mudryk in the first half.
Mudryk.
No, he had a bad first half.
Again,
It was bad.
He was bad. We pressed the crap out of him. The guy passed it blindly. You don't see that from the experienced players. Did anybody see Benzema did anything?
No.
And that's the threat. That's the Real Madrid threat. I swear, man. I thought that tactically we were spot on. Personnel, it's a different story.
I think Cucurella's chance was massive. I really do.
Yeah, Cucurella should have.
Right before half time.
Of course,
you have to score that.
You have to score this.
You know, Alex, you mentioned Cucurella being aggressive. That's also the downside.
Exactly.
You know what?
Yes. If you don't succeed, you will concede a goal.
He flies into the press and left Chalobah on. Chalobah didn't come
across
quick enough.
Chalobah didn't have to dive in. That was
but he didn't come across quick enough either.
If he dives in, he has to take the player with him.
Yeah.
He's got to take the man.
Him diving in is not necessarily the problem. It's the fact he has to then take the player. You can't dive in and not take the player.
Yeah, that's the.
When
but another thing he could have done, like I said earlier, he could have cut the angle and ran closer to the goal instead of go for the ball and just cut the channel. Let him have the first touch and just slightly wait for him. But he decided. I mean, it's nothing wrong with his decision. He's young, he'll learn, but he has to take a player with him.
He's got to take the man.
We have to.
I don't care how. He literally needs to raise his hands and grab his shirt, everything. But he needed to take him down.
Right, I want to see. Do a scope. What are you saying, bro? What was your thoughts on the game? I want to hear what his thoughts were. If he's
completely. Honestly, I didn't watch the game, lad. I didn't watch the game. I watched the AC Milan Napoli game.
Why you here?
Fair enough.
Because I was cooled on. That was why I'm here. But other than that, yeah.
Fair enough. Right. Okay. I wanted someone else's. Bobby, we'll go to you, Bobby. What was your thoughts on the game, my guy?
Like I said, I think first that when I see the lineup, I was like, "What the fuck?" But once the game started, I could see what Frank wanted to do. He wanted us to press high with Kante and Gallagher, and that's how we actually created our chances. If they're not playing, we don't get those chances. We're all saying we need to score. But for me, after half time, Frank needed to bring on an attacking player straight away, because, like someone said earlier, that's not sustainable to play like that for 90 minutes. And as soon as they scored that first goal like that, the whole crowd was boom, done, game's done. And then even no matter what subs you bring on there, the game's done anyway. You can't affect the game in a positive manner from there on. So
I could agree with you on the subs. Could have done earlier.
He should have brought on. For me, I know you could say if it goes the other way, but for me, he should have brought on a Felix or a Sterling straight away on the second half.
No Sterling. No Sterling.
But for me, the Mount doesn't play. I know this is going to stop it. Mount for me, and I think the owners are definitely instructing the Mount not to play because Frank would never play Gallagher over Mount in that role. Mount would be his number one. I don't know what's going on with Mount personally, but that's a different topic.
I just think we do need a runner in our team, and it's the same like a first leg. I just think that that Mudryk
Mudryk,
factor
yeah.
was the one that we're missing
I
today.
was shocked he didn't start
You're
Madrid.
been cover. You know Mudryk, yeah. Maybe he's not even. Maybe he's got raw talent. But one thing he would have done is pin Carvajal back, and then we have Madrid on back picking because they will be worried about his pace.
Wasn't Carvajal on a yellow as well at one
Yeah,
stage?
He was, yeah.
He was in yellow.
But yeah, no, I'm not as hyped on Mudryk like after the last couple of games as everyone else is. He's got a few good attributes, but there's so much
It's
that
very
like,
raw, very raw.
he
I think
needs
from the level
Nagelsmann
that
more
he's
than,
starting from,
like
I think
he needs Nagelsmann more than probably anyone else in this.
Yeah.
I do
I
think
agree.
the
Like,
manager,
And
he's
to be
Bro,
fair,
A better manager would get the best out of Mudryk.
Scott, how many times I said that young players that we bought are not supposed to be playing more than 10, 20 minutes at the end of the games? It's still they kids, man.
Yeah. Like I'm not even joking. Like I'd rather if between the two, obviously it's a bit different last night, but going forward, I see people saying they want Mudryk playing more. I'd rather play Madueke. I like what I've seen from him in terms
Why
of
not
his
play both of them?
No,
potentially. But like, if you can only play one or the other, I'd play Madueke. personally.
Madueke dribbles like one Bissaka, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't care, bro. Like,
look,
at least
exactly for me.
But when
If
you watch
anything,
Madueke,
Madueke is not better.
when you watch
And this,
Madueke, he has like the basic understandings of where he's supposed to be as like a
Also-
winger. He knows how to
also-
receive the ball. He knows what he wants to do. Whether or not he's at that level yet is different. Mudryk is just, it's like even the basics of movement, where he should be, what he like, how he should receive the ball, is just pace. It's just like a ball of energy.
Daniel,
I
even
think
his
he
touch,
wants to
his
try
touch-
to impress.
his
think
first
he-
touch might be worse than Timo Werner's. It's ludicrously bad.
You know, that's what I was gonna say.
Ludicrously
Talking
bad.
about Nagelsmann,
Those kind of
he needs
comments, man,
Nagelsmann.
that
But
makes this-
Nagelsmann coached Werner for a while. Werner's touch and all this shit didn't get better. His IQ maybe has gotten better, like his movement and stuff. But when you're like touch and general play, those type of things, I don't know if Nagelsmann can coach that into him. I don't know. It's spooky.
Hey, I've just got hope like with him. But yeah, he's got a few fundamentals that work well in terms of like he can use his pace fairly well and stuff like that. And in tight spaces, he's a decent dribbler. But there are certain fundamentals that he's lacking so badly. Like, and it's understandable considering he's played like 60 games of club football or something like that.
He was dodging the bomb 6 months ago, man.
But like,
That's the main
at the
problem.
end of the day, I've got to call it how I see it, Alex. At the end of the day, I've got to call it how I see it, and like, it's
I
not.
understand. But did you see that move when he put Militao and what's his name
Yeah,
in the
and then-
one move?
I
But
did, and then I
everybody
saw
is
that he
so
fucked up the
good
next
with
bit.
Oh my word! Like the
Alex,
guy, you
Alex,
just said the complaint about
Alex,
his first touch. Exactly.
Has anybody in this club, even a Lukaku, like we can pick up moments like Aston Villa, you know, with that beautiful turn and goal, right? Like
And
everyone has moments.
mishit
Yeah, and then
foot.
exactly.
Yeah, I can
I'm
tell
saying
you.
in the general play of the game, he struggles to do the like.
I don't
basic
think he
Basic
understands
football.
the system.
and then he will do something like a nice turn or something, but then the next pass, everything seems like a struggle. I don't know
I
if
don't
I'm
see
the
it.
only
I was going to say
one
there was
struggling,
literally a
but
moment, Daniel.
it
There was a
reminds me of
moment
Lewin.
later on. There was a moment later on after that moment that Alex just talked about where he makes a brilliant run in behind. All he has to do is go across the keeper, and he shanks it like near post.
Oh, yeah.
Like he just has to go and place it, like go across the keeper. You've got space, and he just pulls it wide.
As
Like,
long
that's
as
what
we're
he wants.
comparing two, when did Madueke actually took a shot on goal?
Bro, he doesn't
He has.
play.
Oh, his first
Yeah,
few
well,
games,
he
was
played
taking shots
some.
at goal. He wasn't
He doesn't
scoring,
play.
but he was taking shots at goal. He takes shots at goal.
It's like
Shit.
We should just use him for the rest of the season, but we won't.
It's like seriously.
Again,
like,
there's
it's like
ways
compared
you
to
can use his
both need
players.
both
You
needs
need
to
to
learn
use
how
his
to play.
players
But
now
saying,
because
but seriously, but saying
I
that
agree with you.
Mudryk,
But one is 27 million, one is 60 million plus. So
Exactly
it's
as well.
I think they both need loan spells, to be completely honest with you.
Essentially,
They're not
but like then
what,
you
Mudryk,
like
Mm-hmm.
you don't spend that money. I don't know.
Especially Mudryk, if anything, especially Mudryk. I think he's played with subpar competition his whole career, and now he's come to the Premier League. There's no way he's just going to like just acclimate to it immediately. You know, he's going to need some time. You know, so
we're
it
talking about
it depends what you're willing, how tolerant you want to be with him. That's really all it depends on. You know.
yeah, and you also just need to play in a way that like helps him. like this actually, to be fair, this isn't necessarily on Mudryk in terms of like the next one I'm going to say, but like with what we were saying earlier with the tactics, it was quite clear that what they were trying to do is crowd the midfield and make it like a 1v1 in isolation on the wings between either James and Camavinga or potentially Kante and Camavinga at times, and then Cucurella and Carvajal. And the time when that would have been best is the second half when we stopped doing that. So, like, you brought two wingers on, played them both at wing back, and then that's the moment in which we stopped, like, getting them like 1v1 against the fullback.
The
When we
game was
actually got
gone.
wingers
It was
on,
a
yeah.
3-0 on aggregate. The game was gone.
And then that goes back to like the planning in terms of the subs at half time, which I know you said you agree with, but like that's the thing. Like if the planning is bare, like you could have maybe come out of that. I'm not saying we would have done because it's Madrid in the Champions League, but you could have maybe come out of that a bit better.
Yeah.
Like the starting lineup was weird. It made sense in terms of with the pressing, but everything else about it didn't make any sense.
The
Yeah,
lineup
that's
was
what
weird
I,
until
at the end
I
of
see
the
how we
game,
played.
Scott. For me, it was the system was fine. It showed it's fine. I just think it's personnel.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, that. Andrew, yeah, bro. What was your thoughts on yesterday? I don't know what you say.
Looking back on it, I agree. I think we discussed it last night. I don't mind the lineup after seeing it. It's just the execution of it. That's all it was.
Exactly.
In the first half, there was a simple ball in the penalty area for Gallagher to, I can't believe I'm going to say this, slide the pass into Kante in the penalty area, and he just couldn't do it. And I just thought, I don't ever want to see that in my eyes again, that Gallagher is trying to pass to Kante in the penalty area. It doesn't seem right. And there was just like an image of when we were pressing a bit up front, Havertz flanked beside him was Gallagher and Kante. And it just, that formation and those tactics are fine, but you've got to get something very early in the game. If you let it drag on, then,
or at least sense it when your players are tired.
Yeah, exactly. Make some changes, like someone said.
Yeah,
maybe at halftime, make one change.
I said it, yeah.
But it's like you've got to really create something. I know we did create, but really hammer the goalkeeper. I know we did with Cucurella, but that Kante one, I know it's Kante. We shouldn't expect much, but you should at least get it on target from that.
Yeah,
from
he
that,
should.
at least get it on target. But then sort of the second half, you probably felt the game sort of just died out, man. The subs happened. He sort of went for it, but without. He sort of went
Diamond,
for
why you?
went for defensive tactics to more of a jabbing tactic. Really, we didn't. I know Enzo had that shot. I can't remember. I know Mudryk pulled that wide, but I can't remember anything else really. The sort of pressure turned off, and then they just hit us really. I thought Madrid never really got out of third gear. I mean, when you think about it, Benzema. And
We don't
Vinicius,
know if we would have scored. We would know.
Yeah, I know,
if it
but
was,
we didn't.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's the problem, isn't it? It's like Benzema and Vinicius probably had their worst games I've seen them play for Real Madrid at the same time yesterday. And Rodrigo again popped up and
I think
scored.
Fofana was actually decent against them. Fofana and James.
I agree. That's what I mean. They really didn't have much of an impact, which is saying something. Then they still scored 2 goals.
That probably explained why Cucurella was out of possession, because they're so used to seeing the threat on our side that they get caught in a possession, and turns out it was the other guy that
Rodrigo.
Which is stupid because he's.
I was gonna bring Black Diamond's comment. 600 million worth players, Lewis.
Big up Diamond.
Yeah.
Look, I agree with you on the six. I just don't like people bring it up that 600 million. I don't know how to look at the picture and say like that's the reason. Like at the end of the day, it will always be the number. When you don't perform, that number will not be there if you perform it. Like what's the name, that fidget spinner that Manchester United?
Or Sanchez.
Or Sanchez. You see what I'm saying? So you can bring the numbers when the players don't perform.
Also,
at the end of the day,
don't get it twisted. Like no one on this panel thinks Frank is in any way close to good.
Exactly.
Excellent. This man is going to be 1-31 by the end of the season. Like don't get it twisted. Like he is a garbage manager who should retire from managing at the end of the season.
He is a killer.
Yep.
Well, Didier Drogba said the best.
Yeah,
It's
Drogba.
2 different things.
Rob
Need
was
to
spot
look
on.
from different way. That's it.
People got
Johnny
hurt
said
by
it
what
best
Rob
as
was
well.
saying.
This
People got
isn't
hurt by what he was
Chelsea.
saying and all.
No. He did. I don't think he meant it that way. I think he meant that you expecting from the new owner what used to Abramovich do, and you shouldn't. I think that's the message from the
I think it's even more simplistic at that. It's just the position we're in and how we're playing. I mean, it's just like that. I mean, it's like we do not what he's saying is 11th is totally acceptable. We know that, and the football we're playing is totally unacceptable, and I know that. So and we know that. That's what I think. I don't know if it's more if people are trying to make it. Maybe people are trying to make it bigger than it actually is. I think it's literally a former player going, "We are shit." Literally at the moment, and we shouldn't
No,
be like this.
you know, people don't. For me, it's what Thiago Silva said is actually more.
Yeah,
more
Hey, that
point
hit
than what
me.
Didier
That hit
Drogba
me
said.
differently. I didn't hear what
You see what
Drogba
I'm
said, but
saying?
what Silva
What
said hit
Thiago
me
Silva
differently.
said, that
The penny
was
dropping,
way
that was on
more.
me.
Yeah,
That's
'cause he's in there
a
right
direct
now.
dick at the Todd Bowley.
That's a direct message to Todd, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And you don't care. You don't give a shit. He's how old? 37. If you like,
Yeah,
drop
he's
him, if you
like-
don't drop
Well,
him.
he's
He ain't
got-
got nothing to lose.
he's in a
He's
position
got
to be able
tell
to
the
say
real,
that, I think.
and that was the real. I felt that what he said post game.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
felt that.
I don't know. Look, we all can say like we're a specialist in signing players, signing managers. At the end of the day, we can criticize more than what we see than what we don't see or what we assume. But something needs to be changed, and the quickest way the changes. And for me, the problem with Chelsea was never the firing and hiring managers. Like I said, firing right managers with right style, so the styles don't change. That's number one. If you want to build any kind of team, it doesn't have to be succeeded. Even Nagelsmann, if he comes in and he does not give us firing managers was never a problem. To give you the more structured teams, who's more structural than what's the name? Germany team. What's that? Where Tuchel is? What's the name of that fucking team?
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich. Who's more structural than Bayern Munich? Nobody.
I mean, at the moment,
And they
no.
fired as many managers as Chelsea in 20 years. So please tell me.
And that model
how are
worked
we-
for us anyway. We was the most successful club in England for the last 20 years doing that.
Yeah, and Abramovich was not even allowed in the country for the. I'm saying is like the manager is not the problem for. It was never the problem for me. It's going from Mourinho to Smokerson to AVB and those kind of let's try that. Let's try that. No,
One
who
thing
you
that
have.
is worrying about me about these owners though, and I've been backing them, is we all wanted the right football people to be put in place, which they have been. But when you're hearing whether it's true or not that they're there, but then Todd's going to do what he wants anyway. What's the point?
Lewis.
What's the point of him putting them there?
I don't actually think that we do. I don't think actually that we do what you like. I don't think it's there, Bobby, whatever your name is. I don't think it's there what you're saying. Like I don't
You
think,
think we need to put more people
I
in
don't
place?
know. I don't think he's not involved as people think.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't think Bowley is not involved as people think.
But if the thing is that if the Matt Law thing is to be believed, and they're going away from Enrique, then like we discussed last night, I think it's just set up for Nagelsmann. If that's reports saying that's what Ravel wants, then they are listening to the.
Yes, exactly.
That's true,
So-
Andrew. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like people, I don't understand how they cannot realize that that's blindly in front of your face and you ignore it.
Exactly.
But
If Enrique, we said it last night. If you didn't want Nagelsmann and Enrique's there, you'd hire Enrique right away. Do you know? You wouldn't leave it to the summer.
Exactly.
You
You
would
will
go, "He's
not
here,
leave.
He's free. He's able to do it right now, especially before the Real Madrid games. Get him hired. Right now.
There's
So-
no way. There's no way you think that that's not happening. If like
Right.
Enrique was never in the picture.
Right? Would you honestly? And from some of the situations, someone said, "Yeah, they would do that." So we've got Enrique. They wanted Enrique there, and the people, the infrastructure advising Enrique that they would go. No, do you know what? We'll stick Frank Lampard in, and we'll wait till the summer, even with Enrique's free.
That even makes
know
more
what I mean?
cringy, man.
That is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's obvious it's Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann was always my first choice anyway.
It's always going to be. It's going to be Nagelsmann because he's got friends on the board already.
Yeah.
So it's obviously going
Actually,
to be
the other
Nagelsmann.
two turned. You know how the Brighton manager, whatever the scouts, not scouts, one of those
The technical directors, yeah.
technical directors, yeah, they did not they wanted Nagelsmann too in the beginning.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But they
Yeah, yeah.
will. I think if Potter would have done maybe 2-3 games won, he would have still be fired at the end of the window, at the end of the year.
And it was Potter's guy that advised Todd to sack him anyway as well.
They're not Potter's
Yeah, I
guys
think
anymore,
if
that-
no,
guys,
I'm
as
saying
soon as
like
they-
from the January
From the
until
January,
when he
yeah.
got sacked, if he would have won maybe 1 or 2 games, he would have still kept the job until the summer.
Let me tell you right now, as soon as they signed that Chelsea contract, they stopped being Potter's guys. Let me tell you right now.
Yeah. Well, apparently 30% pay cut is affected immediately.
Yeah,
after
because we
not
heard
qualifying.
that.
Yeah, that's fair. You
That's a
get
good thing, yeah.
you get those wages when you qualify for the Champions League. Do you know what
When
I
you
mean?
do well, yeah.
Yeah,
It's exactly the same as the players. It's the same contract.
Performance-related pay, man. Performance-related pay. That's what it should be, man.
Maybe next season they see their wage and they'll be like, oh, fuck, we need to get top 4 again.
Yeah.
Well, that will make those high-paid players actually saying,
Wanting to leave.
yeah. Because you talk too much shit, Tayo. If you're gonna keep come after me, I will not only time you out.
Yeah, like that's the thing as well. Like that, it makes it then easier to get rid of players because if, like, for example, you've got someone like a Ziyech, if his wages are getting cut, then say a team like AC Milan want him, there is actually a chance that he can go because
Ziyech is one of the players that isn't getting it cut.
Oh,
is he not?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
he's
but
not-
he's one of the first ones.
Pulisic, Havertz, Kepa, and I think a couple, like 3 others.
still a good point, nice guy. I didn't think of it like
I'll
that,
say,
to be fair.
even so, like the point is, like, it means it's more likely to move, especially if clubs abroad that are in the Champions League come in for these guys. It's like, well, you've got a decent chance of getting a similar wage, and also you're playing in the Champions League. There's like more money coming in for that club. So yeah,
And even
Like
though we don't like him, there's still Pulisic is still young. There's still many suitors out there for the likes of Pulisic.
I think
Well, I
we
was
still
gonna say,
we can
like-
generate a lot of a decent amount of money by selling majority of the players.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
I'm not saying we're gonna go for high, but
There it is. Kepa, Havertz, Kovacic, Kante, Ziyech, and Pulisic.
That's 120 mil. We can recruit that.
Sell all of them.
Taya, you're going after
Not
me
Kante,
personally.
obviously.
Not you can if you bring my name, yes, I'll time you out. Don't bring my name.
Oh my God, Alex.
I'm gonna be like, what's his name? What's that?
Well, these are contracts that were signed.
Liam
Keep
Neeson.
your
previous
name
regime,
out
so
of your
that's fine.
motherfucker.
Don't change. I'm sure if Kante signs a new one, they might work that into that.
They might change it.
yeah,
Yeah.
same with Havertz as well, because I know there was
Same with
reports
Havertz
of
as well,
signing a contract.
Why the fuck is Havertz signing a no contract?
Fuck knows, bro. Fuck knows, bro.
If I hear Tony or Rice unsubscribe immediately, we will be blessed to get those players with the
Bro,
position we are at now.
Tony's one of the most informed strikers in the Premier League right now,
Right.
and we're walking into this team.
Tony
Like,
walks into
what
Chelsea.
Look,
He's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling. he's
Even
trolling.
even I turned on him. I didn't think he was good for Chelsea, but even I changed my mind about
He is
watching
him.
him a little bit more, man.
He's great.
He
Bro.
is him.
He's got everything for a striker as well.
I like his dirtiness a little bit too. Like, you know, like he has that
Yeah.
little dirtiness. And
Like we keep saying, the only thing is if he gets the ban, that's the only fucking annoying thing.
Well, if we don't get him, who's down to see Lukaku
Osh-
round 3?
Osherman, innit?
Lukaku round 3, anyone?
Osimhen is not coming here, bro.
Yeah, Oshiman's not coming, bro.
Bro,
Forget
I'm
about
here
it.
for Lukaku part
No,
3.
no, no.
Lukaku
I'm
part
here
3.
for
I
it.
am here. I will be
Osimhen's
there no matter
going to
what.
Bayern
If you want
Munich.
BD
I
up
will
for that,
be
come and
there
link me.
no matter what.
Exactly.
Osimhen's
times
going to
2.
Bayern Munich. Let's
Holla at
cut
me.
this out. I think that's
I'm
how
Bring
Bayern
him
Munich.
back.
Part
Run
3.
back. Run back
Amen.
part 3. Bring him
Amen.
back.
Osherman's
got a
definitely
You
going
problem,
no matter
want to
what.
run him back at this team?
If you got a
You're
problem,
nuts.
link me. We'll sort it
Fata,
out.
Lukaku.
name me the last time
Lukaku.
Bayern Munich paid for a player over £100 million.
Exactly. They don't do it.
No. Oh, they don't.
Because you forget, don't you, that Napoli bought Osimhen for over 80 million euros.
Yeah, was it from
He
I
Lille?
bought
forgot
it.
about that.
From
Yeah,
Lille,
I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Stuff.
So
How much did they buy
the
him
last
for?
player?
we
Bayern
bought him
Munich
for
bought
80.
None.
Yeah,
80
like
million
80 million
euros.
euros.
None.
over
I
80.
can't-
Yeah,
I can't-
exactly. So you think
I
they're
can't
going to
even
spend
remember.
double
Wait,
that?
wait,
for
wait.
I'll
one
take
Wait,
player?
Andrew,
Tony.
Andrew,
Yeah,
say that,
actually, I'll
Andrew.
take
Andrew,
Tony.
I think
Wait,
their biggest
Andrew.
fee was Theo Hernandez,
Andrew,
right?
they
He's
Like,
on
might.
mobile.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think they've got the. Remember, the rest of the Bundesliga is their youth setup.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their
Yes.
market, so it's their loan system. The rest of the
I mean,
Bundesliga.
People forget that
You
for
say
some
this,
reason
but, like-
that
Yeah,
Bayern
exactly,
is
yeah.
the rest of them
Yeah.
are just feeder
I
clubs
mean-
to Bayern.
There's a
But, like,
reason they
we-
re-signed. There's a reason they re-signed Choupo-Moting to a longer deal. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they're going to get.
And
they're
when
gonna go
they
for
do become better players and they ask for a better salary, that's when they sell them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they just
The minute that
remember
they
they're
ask for
paying-
the bigger salary, that's when they get him.
They're paying Mane over 300 grand a week.
And they're gonna sell him.
Hey, I'm
They're
hearing
gonna
my
sell
boy
him,
wants to
yeah,
pay.
apparently.
So you're not
Stuff
taking
about him.
Sadio at the bridge next year. You're
No.
not taking that if they sell him.
I wouldn't take Sadio.
No,
Mane,
I
no
want
chance.
You're not taking
Lukaku.
Sadio Mane.
I want Lukaku back. Bring back
Fuck
Lukaku.
Lukaku.
Come
Lukaku
on.
will come back. We ain't got to pay for that. So he's coming back regardless. Then we bring in a little Sadio
No,
Mane.
I would genuinely rather bring back Lukaku than spend 100 million on Osimhen. We're just repeating the same cycle.
Why?
Because Osimhen's not going to come here and bang. That's just my personal belief. I think Mitrovic would do well though. To be fair.
Yes, Mitrovic would do.
No.
Mitrovic, what, from Fulham?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Didn't he once said that I want to play for Chelsea one day?
Well, I think he
Cool.
said that yesterday. I believe to a fan.
I'd love to play
Well,
for Chelsea
lying.
too, but it ain't fucking
This
happening.
man said that yesterday.
Yeah, I'll
Wait,
play for Chelsea.
Scott. Why
Very
not?
good,
Why
Toyo.
not? Scott, why not?
Ayo, sorry.
Because like I just don't want him. Like I think he's limited. Like he's a good goal scorer, fair enough. I just think he's limited all round.
100% agree.
And again, if
Look,
you're if look at who we're trying to bring in as a manager, and you want
Yeah,
to saddle
what
him with
is
a limited
Yeah,
striker.
exactly. People forget how we
I
structure
mean,
the team,
how
so
is
we
he?
like to just throw
What's he
names.
particularly limited in? I think his hold up play is pretty
His
okay.
hold-up play
Hold
is
up
good.
plays good.
He's
Link
got
up
no
play is
pace.
great.
He hasn't got
I'd
pace,
say,
bro.
like-
That's the only problem. He ain't got pace, bro.
Yeah, but Nagelsmann in the past didn't play with a striker with plenty of
We don't know this. I don't want to hear
First
this.
of all, Nagelsmann
doesn't play
would like
with
to
this.
perform, have some kind
Bro.
of possession, so that hold-up play with possession team, it's kind of irrelevant.
You get
No,
me?
Nagelsmann actually do love hold-up play. He had Paulson knocking
No,
the
no,
ball.
no.
for
I'm
Werner,
saying
and then
he
you have
likes to
Choupo-Moting.
play. He likes
Yeah,
to have
That's why he's like Tony, not
Possession.
fucking Mitrovic.
Yeah, like I understand if you want to play counter, that hold-up play is the one of the biggest things for the team. But I don't see it if you have a team that has a lot of possession. What's the purpose of the hold-up? We're already there.
On the edge of the
Exactly.
box, you can slip
The-
it.
the
Now, look
hold-up
what Giroud
play-
used to do on the edge of the box. If you
Yeah,
have
no,
a player
that's
clever,
the hold up play works if you're going to be dropping deep and playing it to guys like if you're going to be dropping deep and playing it wide. Which if that's
Yeah,
what you're going for, then why are you buying Mitrovic to do that?
Yes. I
I
like
hear that
Mitrovic.
point.
For specific
Yeah.
style, he works good.
It's the
I
same
just
reason
don't
why.
think
Because
Chelsea's going that way.
I saw someone ask me in the comments, would I buy Ollie Watkins? No, because again, he's a good player and he's in form, but he works a certain way. Like, he works a way that you're going to be counter-attacking because he can use his pace to get in
He
behind.
runs in behind, yeah.
Like I wouldn't get Tony or Watkins for that reason. Tony has a bit of everything about him. That's why I like him.
we can
Like,
just
he
look
has
at
the hold-up play, he has the passing
Link up
ability,
play.
he has the finishing, the mentality. I think is right in terms of on the pitch, off the pitch. Say what you want.
you can take
like-
some
Yeah, I think Tony is ideal, but if we can't get, I mean, we have to bring. Listen, if we have to get a striker, if we go into next season without any form of a striker, we're finishing 10th again, 100%.
10th.
To be fair,
We're finishing lower than that, my
we
bro.
keep saying. By the way, we keep
Let's
talking
not
about a
get
striker.
goalkeeper and a striker next year.
We've got a
It's
potential. We've got a potential striking option coming in again. If we're bringing in Nagelsmann, we don't know what formation he's going to play. We don't know how he's going to play. We've got a potential striking option coming in.
In Kunku.
Who? Oh, in Kunku.
No, but
Like,
no,
I'm not saying I want him to
if
play
you look
there,
at
by the way.
Nagelsmann
I'm not
first,
saying I
No,
want
Lewin.
him
Fucking
to
hell,
play.
Lewis.
Bring
Look at-
back
if you
Lukaku.
look at
I will be
Nagelsmann
there.
first-
Kill me, yeah, but I
Lukaku's
still
done,
don't
mate.
think
That's
that
done
deal
a
done,
long time ago,
bro.
mate.
Guys, if you look at Nagelsmann past year, it's not like Potter or Tuchel where they have like fluid strikers. Nagelsmann always play with a number 9, a traditional number 9 that hold up the play, that will press the defenders. So I think if you look, he had Paulson, Choupo-Moting. I don't know the guy he had that offer 9, but these are the guys I know. And I think if you look at the strikers that will,
He played
potentially-
Mane striker.
what was he?
He played Mane striker
At
this year.
Hoffenheim, I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Offenheim, I
I
don't know
don't
who he
know
had.
who
But
he had.
at Bayern, he primarily played Choupo-Moting. Obviously, they sold Lewandowski. They didn't give him a proper replacement, so he had to play Choupo-Moting. And then Mane got injured, so he just played Choupo-Moting. So I think he will get strike. It's not that Potter himself said in an interview, said Chelsea spent 100 million because they thought to score goals they need to get strikers. So he's not one of those managers that lack false 9. He actually lacks a number 9. So that's one thing I think we will get strikers. So he doesn't. A striker that fits is if you
Yeah,
kind
that
of
striker is Lukaku.
He
Let's
did
look
say as
no
well, he's
further.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I really don't care. As far as the player can
Bro.
shoot the ball at the net,
Shoot
I
the ball,
don't
score the
care.
goal. I want it
Like
to be Lukaku,
hold up
but
play,
never
no
again.
hold up play, slow, fast, just be able to shoot and score. I actually don't care. Like we do all this pickiness shit. We've been looking at these. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. We've been looking at these fairies up top being unable to shoot, and now we're trying to say, oh yeah, we can't. Let's not get X striker or Y striker. I don't know, man.
actually think that he can do some stuff with Broja.
yes, yeah,
Broja.
yeah, bro.
He's kind of striker that potentially Tony style, physical, strong,
He's mobile
can
too.
have a pace. And I think if we get somebody like Tony or something like that, Broja can learn. He's gonna be there. He's already. Look, I don't know. Nobody knows. Like even for example, there's always risk with the best managers in the world. It won't work out with the squad. You see what I'm saying? Like, and he will quit Chelsea and go and succeed with other club. There's always a chance of managers do that. Just doesn't work out. That's it.
Yeah, look
So
at
you know what I'm
Emery.
saying?
They
Like,
lost to Emery. Look at now.
yeah, exactly. Emery and Arsenal. Exactly.
I think Broja's gonna go out on loan when he comes back.
No,
Yeah, he
no,
probably
no.
has
We
to.
we need him. We need, bro. I need that striker
I
ahead.
ain't gonna
Bro.
lie.
I
I
need
think he needs a loan as well after missing so much football.
Yeah,
It
he
depends
does.
Bro,
what kind of
integrating
squad.
it.
It depends what kind of squad we're gonna have.
Even with that, there's no way
Actually, yeah,
that
because you could say the same for Fofana. To be fair,
Exactly.
That's your Fofana,
but there's
Lukaku,
no
and
way
Broja. Please, just stay
there's
here
no
next
way we're
year.
going to go
That's
into
it.
next season with our only two strikers being Broja and
We went to
Fofana.
the season without any strikers. We
No,
had
but
one.
we signed
We didn't even
Aubameyang.
sign
We
them
signed
for the
Aubameyang.
Champions League.
No, but I'm talking about at the beginning of the season. At the beginning, we're not going to go into the next season without a signed striker or Lukaku or someone of that sort. We're not going to go. We're
finished.
not going to go into next season two young players. No chance.
People forget. People saying Lukaku. People forget.
Lukaku's dead out.
No. That's not about. That's not even about Lukaku or Todd Boehly tried. He tried to convince Lukaku. Remember what he said? No, I'm leaving. Done. Todd Boehly got pissed off. People forget about
I
that
think that could
conversation
be
that happened.
rehashed. I know.
Well, I
I
mean,
know it did happen, but I
I
think
can't
it
lie,
could be
that was a
rehashed.
long time ago. I even forgot.
Yeah,
I think that
if
could be
Inter, hold
rehashed,
on. If
my
Inter
bro.
don't want him, and
So-
they're set on that stance that they don't want him, he has nowhere to
What
go.
do we do
And
now?
He does.
And-
We can just loan him back to another club in Italy.
Exactly.
Loan him back to
and
who pays the
like
wages?
who?
Can they
Can
pay
not
the
could
wages?
Juventus would take him.
Juventus
they
would take
pay
him
the-
with Vlahovic,
can
yeah.
they pay
Look,
the
Juventus with Vlahovic would take
One,
him.
Can they
one,
pay
Vlahovic
one
is like
thing can
the-
happen that
Vlahovic is like
people
the-
don't
One at a
realize.
time, guys.
One thing can happen with Lukaku that people don't realize. Lukaku can actually like cancel his own contract, and
He
Chelsea
never
will be
do
fine
that.
with it.
He will never do that. He's
Oh,
not a madman. He
you
will
are so
never do
wrong.
that.
If we're
You
calling
are
Lukaku
so
back,
wrong.
we're
Lukaku
down
will
bad.
terminate his contract this summer, yeah, to say I'm not coming back to Chelsea. Come on, man. Let's be realistic. He will
I
come
can
here. His agent will
look.
speak.
I can
They will
actually tell you if
rehash.
he will look. No, if the clubs that want him and he wants to leave Chelsea will actually say, look, if you terminate, we'll pay you this salary. He will terminate the contract. I promise you. Or we'll find the way to actually do it. You see,
The highest I can see, yeah, is another. I don't even see this happening. Another team coming out to fork out the money to pay for his wages. Because we saw how the palaver of Inter just trying to pay his late wages, even if it was half or a
is the
percentage
Inter
of it.
only team that will like Lukaku type of striker
No,
in the
Well,
world?
if you're if you're saying Juventus, I heard a suggestion of Juventus.
I
mean,
didn't
how
say
can
Juventus
No,
either.
that was-
No, I didn't say
throwing
you
teams
did.
out there.
I know. I just heard a suggestion of
Yeah, it
Juventus.
was a
So I'm saying,
howler of a shout.
No. What
can
I'm
they
saying
afford
is,
that
for
80 man?
example, if the club, unnamed club, is interested in Lukaku and they're
Yes.
willing to pay his 300k wages,
Yes.
if he's gonna be on free,
Yeah,
do you see what I'm saying?
Say that
Do you
again,
think
please,
that he will cancel contract with Chelsea?
He has to have a taker.
Repeat that again. Please.
No,
Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't get it.
He's only going to cancel his contract if somebody's going to like
No.
immediately take him up.
Why would he
Yeah.
cancel his contract?
What
350
happened?
grand
No,
a week.
do you, like how do you remember, guys? What's his name? Aubameyang leaving Arsenal.
Arsenal, but that was different. He
Yeah, but
violated
Barcelona, well, yeah.
that was different. I know what you're saying, but that's different.
You see what I'm saying? There's plenty of things you can do to actually fix the situation. So it's not only Chelsea needs to make a decision. Lukaku wants to make a decision, needs to make a decision too.
I'll be honest. Hopefully, Nagelsmann works out with him and he can stay.
Me
man.
too.
Why?
Just
work
I'm
it
here
out.
for
Why?
redemption. I'm just here for
Just
redemption.
because
What
we
the
want
fuck
to
am I hearing?
look, I don't know about
what
this
do you mean,
guy,
Oscar?
but
I
I
like
know
the guy.
one guy. I know specifically why Dildo XL wants it. Just
Why?
for shit
Why?
and giggles, man.
Just
Because you're troll, that's why.
No, I just don't care.
So he just wants us to suffer.
No, here's the thing. I would rather us.
He just wants
hold
to
on, hold
go
on,
against the
hold on.
grain.
Let me give
That's
no. Let me give you my rationalization as to why I want them. I would rather us deal with. I'd rather us deal with the shit striker we have than buy another shit striker. That's it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but
Who's
the
the
whole
shit striker
point
we're
is,
buying now?
I was going to
I
say
don't know.
the whole point is we're putting our faith in the guys that
I've already failed.
no, we're putting our faith in the guys that were brought in who have the track record of buying good players and being successful and buying successful players. We're putting our faith in them, and for the most part, in January, the signings they made, I think we can either see the vision for or have been successful. I'm thinking like Enzo, even like Mudryk, for example. I don't particularly rate how he's been at the moment, but I see the vision for him. Badiashile, Madueke the same. I see the vision for him. We're hoping they do the same in the summer, because like at the end of the day, it's on them to prove us wrong. Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
Lukaku, Scott does not want Lukaku, Bigron. I think
No, I don't.
No, that's a dildo. That's
fucking
cool.
not.
He's already had 2 chances.
You're a British Patriot, my guy.
Because listen, because if you're gonna, if you say to me, I got Ivan Toney fresh and ready for you, then yeah, of course I want him over Lukaku. If you say even if you say Mitrovic, I'd be like, yeah, bring him in. But if we don't get or anybody else,
let's use another example.
Bro, how deep is that British Patriot to call someone a wrong and you absolute pleb, you dirkhead?
I'll be honest, just leave him. Just leave him.
I mean, I can't lie. I don't want Lukaku back under
If that British Patriot see Lukaku in the face, you won't call him a rat. You'll say, "Oh, can I have your autograph? So I can give to my kids." You twat, prick.
I can tell you, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do it.
Debatable.
Bro, certain man chatting waffle in the comments, but when they
just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
You go up to Lukaku and ask for his autograph.
Just ignore it.
I'm just saying.
You're a fatter shape after Potter, man.
Just ignore it.
I would not ask Lukaku for an autograph.
Be quiet, man.
Stop it, Andrew.
I get it right now. Lukaku, it's not your fault. It was the other friend.
Not saying he did right, bro. We're not saying he did right. innit?
Delete this video, Fatou. How many times did you delete this video?
the fucking video.
I did delete it a long time ago.
Someone say
You actually deleted it, Fato. You actually deleted it.
I did delete it.
No, that is shameful. That is shameful.
Oh, guess what? I have a screen recording.
Fata doesn't have the only copy. It's been copied like multiple times. It's never
I know.
Why would you delete it? Like, just hold your shame in peace, man.
I want to hold it in peace, but people keep bringing it back up. Dickheads like this guy, bro. Big up Cameron saying I was laughing with the lineup and we had 10 defensive players with Havertz, the only attacker. And to top it off, Kante, right wing. And we bring on the attackers 3-0 down. Now, the lineup is
Super Frankie Lampard, my friend. Super Frankie Lampard.
The subs were very late.
Super Frankie Lampard.
That was the first.
Like I said, man, I don't blame the system. The system worked. The only players. And if you can prove me that if it was offensive players on it, where are those offensive players in the first leg?
No, I agree, because with the
Felix had a chance. One versus one in the first leg.
And Sterling.
We didn't start Mudryk in the first leg either. So.
Yeah, it's ifs, buts, and maybes. But if we say Mudryk's in that,
at the end of the day, we were probably getting packed regardless. So like, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, we deserve to get packed, so we can't really be upset.
I didn't say that. I said we were probably.
Big up Mitchy boy. Big up Mitchy.
I'm still happy with Mitchy boy. Fired Potter at the time when.
Mitchy boy blocked me apparently.
Because imagine if they actually gave Potter time and then he somehow fluked 3 wins. If Potter won 3 more games,
never.
Keep him till
Give him time. He had a whole season basically.
I just don't see the point in sacking Potter to hire Lampard. Like,
No, I see the point.
There
I
is
see
a
the
point.
point.
There isn't a point, but like we've
Point.
discussed that today. Like there isn't.
yeah,
a point.
I know you have, but this is the first time I've been back on the panel. Like, yeah, no, that I just wanted to say that in that.
Yeah,
There isn't a point, but like it just shows like it's one of the many mistakes that the owners have made this season.
Yeah, it's their first season. Let them get it wrong, and then hopefully they learn from it. Next year, move forward
Exactly
and don't
that.
make no more mistakes.
If they carry on making
I
that,
did
you're
First time
worried.
in British
see
football, your
some.
first time in the Premier League, bro, you're gonna make mistakes in any business,
I'd
in
rather-
any new shit you're in it.
I rather
understand.
than sacking Potter, you give it to Lampard, than giving Potter pre-season and next season. I'd rather what they've done now.
But I don't think they'd
No,
have
but-
done that either. I think
Yeah, they
he'd have been
wouldn't have
sacked
done
at the
that,
end of the
yeah.
season anyway. So
Yeah, I just thought that what's it called? When he got sacked, I thought it was like that was like the green light for Enrique to come in immediately. That's just what I thought, but
They don't want
apparently
him.
not.
They don't want him, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, big up, Michi boy.
Yeah, they
some
don't want to
reason.
be challenged. They don't want to do the work. They
Can I just
wanna-
say, all managers are
War
yes
is
men in their
over.
careers.
Ah.
Before anyone says
Oh, I
anything.
didn't even like.
They're all
Maybe
yes
I was
men.
confusing him with a different person who blocked him.
This whole
Wait,
thing
what
that
did you say?
all managers, this whole thing that all managers in their careers are yes men. Okay, every single one of them. Okay, this whole thing, who wants to know?
What's
yes
a
man?
yes man, Andrew?
Well,
What's a yes
I
man?
don't even know. It's just a stupid term. Stupid people have brought up.
No,
That's
it's not.
really annoying. What's a
Hold
yes
on,
man? Like,
hold on.
what's
I
a
don't
yes-
think
what does that even mean?
I don't think the whole Enrique thing is all because they want a yes man. It's more of just a thing of like I think Enrique's outlined what's required for him to take the job. They're not willing to meet that, so they're like, okay, cool, we're gonna go with somebody else. But my argument is, okay, no, go on.
No. Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my argument is if you're going to like if you're going to get a manager who you think can be successful, why would you not want to do the things that he believes is required in order to attain success? I tell you what, and I said it earlier. 'Cause I don't know if you probably on it. I don't know, but I said that I think this is geared up for Nagelsmann for a few things. He's already got people in there who support him, right? Mhm.
I think it's the way the squad is built up. It's for someone like him. Okay, he's done it before. I just think it's built up for that. And honestly, that's why you bring them. If they are listening to, well, they should be anyway. But if they are listening to the people they brought in to help them make the decisions, then they are doing the right thing. Right?
Yeah, no,
Andrew,
I did hear you. I did hear you say that.
I'll give you a suggestion. See if you say yes or no. I think the reason why we're going for Nagelsmann is because if we wanted Enrique, there's a lot more to the team needs to be done to fix it. If it was under, you see what I'm saying? Under Enrique Iglesias versus.
You're gonna have to overhaul half the goddamn.
He wanted new wingers and everything.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot more job to do to build
I was gonna say, like, also as well. Remember what I said about earlier with Mudryk? Like, he's going. If Enrique comes in, I'm sorry, unless you can work with him.
I think I also read. I think I also.
There's so
read
many
somewhere-
Andrews in here when I ask Andrew a question. But
Sorry, I think I said. I didn't even hear you ask me that, Alex. Honestly, I do apologize. I think I also read somewhere that he wasn't a big fan of Nkunku either.
Who, Enrique?
Yeah,
Enrique.
I don't. I've only read. I read that it was several weeks ago, and I haven't seen it since. But it's like that. It's like, well,
But now,
like I said,
Andrew, now the problem is, Nagelsmann is not what people think a yes man. Nagelsmann can actually turn down this job, and then we're gonna be stuck because Nagelsmann turned down Real Madrid. He's not like
Nagelsmann was a yes man. He wouldn't have just got sacked from
He-
Bayern Munich.
Did he actually turn down the Real Madrid job? 'Cause I just thought that they were interested.
there's actually true apparently because
Yeah,
even
it-
somebody from Real Madrid said that there's.
He can turn
I mean,
down
it was
Chelsea as well.
interesting.
I think he will. I think if he smells BS from the owners, and if he sees like he's chaotic, I think he would turn down the Chelsea job as well. Because he has so many. He will have so many more.
I
What
don't
would
like.
you rather-
back off the mic, man. Jesus
I think
Fucking hell.
to people understand what's the yes man is. I think
Someone
the
please
yes
explain.
man it's
I
the
wanna
one
get
that
that.
willing to have a second appointment. Like for example, not a yes man. It's the Conte when he says I want Lukaku.
Or
He doesn't
Jose.
have a second. He doesn't have a second name. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Can I
that's
just
how.
say
What,
then? So I just say then, all the time Abramovich was here and he hired the managers, every person on that board then was a yes man or a yes lady, right? Because that's what we're saying, right? This is
Tuchel
how
was a yes
ridiculous it is. This is how ridiculous it is, right?
I was going to say, Andrew.
I was
Tuchel
going to
was a
say,
yes man.
Tuchel is a
then
yes
saying-
man. Yes.
Are we then saying then that in 2009 for Sir Alex Ferguson when they sold Ronaldo, are we really saying that Sir Alex Ferguson was happy with the summer recruitment of a broken down Michael Owen
But he wanted
Gabriel
Hazard
no, let me
really
finish.
bad.
Gabriel Obertan and the winger from Wigan
Jesus
to replace
fucking
Ronaldo.
Christ, that's a name I haven't heard.
Are we saying then? So then everyone picks
The
up.
winger
Everyone
from
picks up
Wigan.
Klopp.
Have
Valencia,
respect for
Wigan.
Valencia. Please
Hang on.
respect
Everyone,
Valencia.
right?
Yo,
Everyone picks
Valencia
up.
was a
Let
monster,
Landry go.
man.
Landry go.
Everyone picks
Go.
up Klopp, right? Are we saying then he's a yes man? Because look at the situation at Liverpool. Now he's
I mean,
coming out
he
and
is.
telling you
Quite
right,
frankly,
so that's
he
what I
is.
mean. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Every manager at some time in their career always is a yes man. Okay, they do that because they want to be paid and keep their job.
No,
Yeah,
but
but
I
that's how I want to
think.
go. Like,
Hold on.
yes man is part of your job,
I think
bro.
there's levels to being a yes man. When you're bending over backwards to the point where your spine is crying just to please these owners, it's like then it's
No
just
one's
like you're not
doing
even doing the club like any
Yo,
justice.
Well,
Kante
You're
is
just
example
you're just
what
trying to
not
keep your job.
Well, what's an
Kante is
example of that you
example
just
of what
mentioned, though?
not the yes man is, because he
Yeah.
will not accept one target he wanted, and he will cry about for the rest of the season.
Andrew, Alex, you're completely right. And look at Conte's track record with the clubs
Yes,
he's
that's
at.
what I'm saying. Like,
Fucking
I
destroys
just
them.
think some managers willing to accept the second
was-
choice.
I was
or
going
third
to say,
choice.
like, Conte's literally left Tottenham and they've got better. He left us in a terrible situation and proceeded to like fuck us like financially. Like, oh yeah, so we want a guy like that, do we?
No, it's not a matter of that. But I just think that if a manager like Enrique says, "Hey, I'm interested in the job. This is what I need," I don't think you should be like, "Oh, broski, you're asking for too much. This is yeah, you got to go." I think that's kind of ridiculous.
But do a scope. But then we're saying what we've always been saying. You bring the infrastructure in. You want the owners to listen to those people and those suggestions, right?
Yeah.
They are all in agreement of wanting Nagelsmann.
Exactly.
And then that's what you go with, right? Or whoever it is. If they weren't in agreement and didn't want Enrique, then what's the point in bringing them in and asking?
I mean,
for
I
their
get
opinion?
I get that, and I guess this was my issue with, like in the first place with them like getting all of their like group of like analysis team from one place, because the high likelihood is they're going to be biased. Like, I was thinking that they were good. Like, I was just thinking that if you're gonna like analyze the thing properly, you'd be able to like weigh up both candidates like equally and be like, okay, cool, this is what's best for the club. Whereas me personally, I think Enrique is best for the club instead of Nagelsmann. But I think the way that they're looking at it is Nagelsmann's our guy. We know him. We've worked with him before, so let's bring him in.
Well,
Let's
can
bring
you
him
ask
in again.
Can you answer me a question then?
That's
Answer
just
me.
my.
Hold on a second. Let me answer me a question.
I can't wait for this.
Well, don't just give. I'll give you a no. See, that's not trolling. There's a genuine question. When you saying Enrique is the best option for Chelsea, which way you looking? Completely scrubbing the club from zero, or like, or the with the squad like. You see what I'm saying? Like how you saying?
Okay.
Based on what you saying?
I don't
end
think
product or get the job now.
I think in the end, it will be better for us to have Enrique as manager than Nagelsmann. I don't think Enrique's going to go scorched earth on our entire team in order to attain success. I think he can work with some of the players he has, but just not all of them. I think that's fair.
Overall, half the squad.
He wanted that's the whole point. He wanted new wingers and mobile striker.
Yeah, but I don't blame him.
We can make genuinely make a list of 20. We can make a list of 20 to 25 players that would leave straight away once Enrique come in. That would not.
I want to answer.
No. Quick! Before I forgot. Okay, maybe you're right, but what if Enrique does not work with Chelsea? Those players that he picked for specific thing that not actually they play one way. He plays one way. And that's why I keep telling to Man City fans, because it's hard to replace Pep Guardiola's style. Really hard. So when he leaves, those players are going to be... It's like when Kante bought us Alonso, we stuck with him with the next the next manager. That's my problem. To switch to Enrique, it's a big gap.
No, I get what you're saying, but at some point, we're going to have to fully trust a manager to lead us forward. We can't constantly keep on going on this path of saying, okay, cool, like these are the players we have, so this manager might work with them, or because we've done that time and time again.
No. I agree with you.
I want to answer that.
Potter was given time. But 18-2, I don't care what kind of manager you are, Enrique, Capello, whatever. 18-2 ain't gonna give you time.
Yeah. Right. The reason I wanted Enrique over Nagelsmann is primarily on two things. When I look around the league, the top two teams play a certain way. To dominate the league now, you have to play. I think the blueprint is being set up. You play a certain way, you will win majority of your games. And I feel like Enrique's style of football would have suited that. And the second thing, Enrique has a clear philosophy. He knows what he wants. He will. These players are young. They don't know. I feel like what they need the most is someone to instruct them. They need almost like a father figure, someone that's coming in, not their friend. Is someone who commands respect. Is gonna tell them, listen, Mount. Because we have a lot of players that we don't know. Is he a 10? Is he an 8? Is he a 6? Is he a 7?
Exactly.
We have an Enrique. Enrique will instruct each one of them. This is your zone. This is what you need to do. This is exactly what I want from you. And he will command that respect. With Nagelsmann, the only thing with Nagelsmann, obviously people are telling me it's different, but from what I remember, he's a bit of a tinker man. So maybe you'll be playing a back four. After 3 weeks, he might overcorrect it, go to a back three. You might have players in weird positions. You might have, I don't know. I just feel like the club need a clear philosophy. You need someone older than older players.
They need to change their mindset, Rodrigo.
No. I think us going for the Enrique, it's actually opposite from what we are going, because Tuchel, based on how Tuchel play, remember when people saying Potter was actually playing the close to what Tuchel used to play. He always changing.
Alex,
he changed,
ask me a question.
and then what's his name? If we bring Enrique, it's completely opposite from previous two managers.
But okay, you made an argument.
If Todd Bowley's candidate was Enrique, then what makes it change his mind to switch to Nagelsmann?
I don't think his top candidate was Enrique. Or
I don't think Enrique was the top candidate in the first place.
He's doing what everyone has asked him to do and listening to the guys he's hired who know more than him. So, like, either way, can I just, like, why are people complaining? Because, like he's listening to the guy that he brought in that everyone wants him to listen to. So if they fuck up, by the way, and this appointment goes wrong, it's on them.
Yes, not on the owners.
It's because we want him to listen to the footballing voices, but the footballing voices are actually ourselves and our own opinions. That's the way some people.
I think that's the.
Well, he kind of brought it on himself.
If people want Enrique, by the way, like, fair enough. Like, he's I think he's a really good manager. No problem, right? Same. If we get him, no problem. But this idea of it's Enrique or nothing, or you're going to be on Nagelsmann straight away, you're being a fucking idiot.
That's dumb. That's dumb. I'm not on that. I'm not on that.
Even I give Potter a shout in the beginning. I want him because the way I looked at it, I wanted Potter to get a job because he looks similar to Tuchel. The team did not have to change a lot. He had the good record in the Premier League, but then he bent me over and squeezed it.
What?
Also, like
you see what I'm saying? Like, completely opposite from what I expected.
Going back to what
that was so sus, man.
Going back to what you spoke earlier about the guys we brought in, there is only one person in terms of our board that's worked with Nagelsmann before, and that's Vivell.
No, Lawrence as well.
Lawrence Stewart's never worked with him. He was at Monaco. He was at South. He's never worked with him. Unless he's never worked with him.
He's been part of the Red Bull
he worked with him for a season. I tell a lie. He worked for him for a season. Says that. Then he went to Monaco. You've got Joe Shields, never worked with him. You've got Win Stanley, never worked with him. You've got guys
the guy at the top.
You've got guys the
Can I just do they have to work with? Do they have to
guys that have worked elsewhere?
Do they have to have relationships with them before they're good enough? Can't they build relationships?
He did work with them.
I mean, that was my argument, but
but then if you work with someone, you know what they're going to bring. You trust that person.
That's not the blueprint for every single club in the Premier League, is it?
They did work with Potter before, and they eventually said that.
I just think that whoever's good enough, whoever they pay, has got the right credentials for it. Let's go, bring him in the interview room. Let's see what.
Somebody said credentials.
If we bring in Nagelsmann, I'll back the guy, of course. But I just think when
do you want Enrique then?
No, yeah, I do, because I think Alex raised the point that if we get Enrique and he scraps half the team, and in the end he doesn't work, we would have sacked off most of the players that could have worked with another manager, and that's fine. But then we can literally make the exact same argument for the players that we signed and say, well, we've put them on nine year contracts.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I was
What's the
saying.
likelihood that they're going to work?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I was saying is, I don't have a record of Enrique working with the young players and work with the individuals. I don't know because I've never watched them. You see what I'm saying? So for me, Nagelsmann, he's the one that brought players out of nowhere. He works individual, and I'm looking for the Chelsea to actually get rid of a bunch of old players and play with the young players. You see what I'm saying? So for me, who has a better record with young players? People saying, what's his name? Enrique Iglesias brought Neymar. He brought.
Hey, bro, stop saying Enrique Iglesias.
If you think that he brought up what's his name, Neymar, it's on you, because I don't think he brought up. Neymar was genius before he showed up at Barcelona. So I don't know.
No, okay, I get it.
We
have young players, so Nagelsmann works better with young players. I get that. That's fine. Yeah.
No. The majority of the players that we bought and invested money, what are we doing to them? What are we doing to Felix, to Nkuku, to what's his name? Mudryk, to Madueke, to Aston Villa kid, what's his name?
Chukwuemeka. But this is the thing. The players can't take priority. Like, this is the thing that people I think Matisse constantly says this. The best player at Man City is Pep Guardiola. The best player at Liverpool is Klopp. With even though yes, they're the managers, they are the most important piece.
I agree with you, but what if Pep leaves, man?
But that's not. But no, you can't. Okay, you're only thinking like that because we're Chelsea and we sack managers every year. But at some point,
everybody
that has to
sacks
stop.
Managers.
No, because Pep's been there for multitudes of years. Klopp's been there.
Yeah, he also has a big paycheck, a big financial behind him. He wouldn't be that long if it was in finances.
The man Labour wanted.
We got the finances too. Look.
Get a result, and he said it himself. I will be out of there if I don't win games. Period.
No, but I get that. Listen. Like everyone said, everyone's down to back him. As Chelsea fans, we're all down. Actually, I think we're all down to back a manager. It just has to be the right manager, and I don't see anything from Enrique's previous track record to indicate that he'd be the wrong manager. So that's why I have no problem.
Okay, let me ask you, where he succeeded beside Barcelona with Neymar, Messi, and.
I mean, it's not really the best argument. But even he did well at Spain anyway. So I don't know what else.
He did well at Spain.
What did he do?
Spain? What did he do?
Roma, Celta Vigo was his other jobs.
I'm not. No, those were before. Those were before Barcelona. Post Barcelona, he
Roma was his first job. Come on.
Those were his first two jobs. He did well with Barcelona.
I'm just trying, at this point when we're comparing managers, I'm start to trolling because there's no comparison. Both managers are good. It depends which route you want to pick, and I just think it's to save us a lot of more money, and he's still gonna get rid of. Look, we're gonna get rid of a lot of players no matter what. Because we still have 40 loan players coming after the season. 40.
Shout out Bakayoko.
Timmy Bakayoko.
Those guys are destined to go.
It's a loan SC that we've had.
For me,
no. Hold on. You think it's funny? If we're not getting Champions League, we're gonna have another loan army because Stadball can afford. Remember why Roman had the loan army? To pay for the bills.
Yeah.
And also, just my last point.
It doesn't sit right with me having we have a player that's older than
it's a risk. I agree with you, Rodrigo. It's a risk.
And you have not even old. You have players like in the 30s.
I think any appointment's a risk unless it's a Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, it's every. I 100% agree.
No, but you have to minimize.
Anybody.
I just have one thing, and this is more like personal between Enrique and Nagelsmann. When we swing, if we get a Nagelsmann and we're playing that 4-2-2, and basically we no longer need to play wingers, something like that, they're going to be left out on the
4-2-3-1. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he also
Oh, you can play 4-2-2. It's called big dick formation. As long as the penetration at the end of it, I'm okay with it.
I was going to say, also, he uses wingers, by the way. People need to get this right. He uses wingers.
He doesn't actually. From what I've watched,
No, he
loves
does.
that,
He does play a back three at times, but I just
Played
think
back three at
most of the
Leipzig,
time,
not
he
much,
loves
The
not much at
difference is
Bayern.
when he uses his wingers, he uses them wide, like
No,
Yes.
yeah,
close.
yeah, touchdown
He
wingers.
doesn't
Yeah,
wide.
wide.
Sorry, Scott. No, he actually used them closer to the box. He likes to congest the center of the pitch and then have the fullbacks. Like at Bayern, he had Alphonso Davies very wide, but he had someone like what's the guy that is playing Man City? Sane, almost
Sane.
like a Nate. He have them very close to the box. I've watched a lot of Nagelsmann analysis.
Rodrigo.
yeah. He did, I think he did play Coman as a wing back as well. I think he did that as well.
Rodrigo,
something along those
one
lines.
thing you do need to understand that actually, what's his name? There's a specific way you can play in Germany that you cannot play in England, and in Germany everybody plays high line.
Yeah.
So that's why you're playing the way you're playing. You see what I'm saying? What actually proved me that he's the reason why I think, because I don't. Please tell me what's the formation that Enrique used as a plan B to beat the team beside one way.
You ain't got one. It's 4-3-3, and that's it. Pass.
That's it. That's my point.
Right,
Like
that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
it is a problem sometimes, especially in the Premier League is a problem. I can understand it's not a problem in majority, but it happens.
Here's the thing, because I get where you're coming from. Like you like a manager, you like a manager that's able to like adapt to the opposition that he's playing. I like that too. But the only issue with that is that that's more of a hope than something that's actually possible in practicality. Because if we're playing matches every 3 days, he's not going to be able to work out a tactical plan for every single specific game.
That's what
He's
you
going
confuse. No, that's what you're confusing with one thing. If you establish your formation, it's 4-2-3-1. It's a base. Then you can play around that formation. You're not just changing completely different.
Exactly. You're not just going completely.
You're not just going
180 degrees.
4-3-3 or something. You see what I'm saying? Within that formation, you can change. You can go 3-5-2. You can go or whatever.
I'd be
because
more
you
worried
have
about
played.
Enrique's formation breaking down than Nagelsmann being able to adapt and change because he's more fluent, as in
I've
these
seen
formations.
Enrique play back three.
When?
Spain.
Barcelona, in Spain. He can do that. He will change to the back three.
Yeah, because he dropped Rodri into centre back. I remember him doing that.
I think Doskop, you misunderstood when I saying like a changing. You don't change your system every game. You change it when you cannot beat the team. Not you adapt it every team. You have a base formation.
So a plan B. Plan
B when you cannot win, and you 0-0 and you 70th minute. You need to change something.
For me, maybe I'm too biased. I hate the back three. I hate this back three system with a passion, and I feel like Nagelsmann is a back three man.
No, he's not.
I don't really care about back four, back three. My just thing is a style of play. That's really all it is. And
I don't like our style. I swear, man.
No, but you have a personal agenda against tiki-taka football. That's fine. That's personal.
Yeah, that's fine.
But like, I'm not knocking you for it. That's okay. But I think with Nagelsmann, we've already been down this road before with Tuchel. We've been down the positional play road before. You all go to the left, you all go to the right, we all do fuck all. Like nothing happens. Like we've been down this road before. But so like I think what matters is something that like a style that you think is able to beat the most opposition you're going to come up against. And I don't know.
Look at Arteta. Yeah, Arteta used to do this back three nonsense, and then this season he stumbled upon the 4-3-3.
Oh, I thought it was a strategy. No, he didn't. It was always planned from 2 years ago that that's how he's gonna play. That's what Arsenal fans told me.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
I know he wasn't, but they're telling me that he is.
He went back three.
Yeah.
And believe me, he's going back 3 against City. You'll see.
Oh yeah,
he start to panic a little bit.
They're gonna get piped by City.
I think he's gonna go back 3 against City. I swear, man. I think he's gonna.
That's not enough defenders though.
Saliba is gonna be back. Gonna be back.
I think Saliba's back in training for him.
Yeah, I just felt like footballing wise, I feel like the blueprint to win the league. Pep has shown it. Possession, the tiki-taka football is the one that's dominating.
Like Diamond said something about Luis. What's his name?
It was the Fabrizio thing, just saying that Chelsea have called interest
on Enrique.
Oh,
yeah, I put the thing up on the screen about 10 minutes ago.
Even Klopp had to adapt.
Tayo, Pep had to adjust for the Premier League.
Klopp is now inverting trends because
Yes.
that's a blueprint in this league.
And guess what? He actually even adjusted this season.
Yeah, just
He put
Yeah,
stones, and
Pep
all of a
massively.
sudden this team becomes monster again.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think he has run that formation, but that he's running.
Yeah,
now
but it
before.
wasn't a personnel.
I'd
It
say
wasn't a personnel.
It's a different way of doing it. He's done I said this before on the stream. He's done the 3-2-5, but he did it with actual fullbacks.
Fullbacks,
and the
yes.
And it was
fullbacks
centre
would
backs.
one-
Now, yeah.
You had one fullback would invert and one would give the width, and now the fullbacks are being either the third centre back in the back three, which was normally Rodri's job, or they're the ones inverting into midfield.
And
So
people.
so you're getting your width
marking,
from the wingers.
Scott, you know what I like when people get the playing center backs, what Stone is. Playing center backs can play as the DMs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not the wingers. Wingers can. Or not wingers, fullbacks.
Fullbacks, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Did you see James play as yesterday in midfield after the we went to goal down?
He looked like he had no instruction at all.
Yes. Well,
He looked like he
technically,
was-
that's what his position when he came when we considered the goal. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that playing center backs are actually in the high like the trend of the way you play in the Premier League. This is what happens. Watch even De Zerbi when he goes like what's his name? Braga I said over here said he wasn't he plays 4-2-3-1 4-2-3-1, and then when the whistle starts he changes formation within the game. You see what I'm saying? And that's my biggest thing that people misunderstand when Nagelsmann, he has a style. He just changes if you don't beat the team.
It's
He
fluid.
doesn't change the style from the whistle from the beginning. He has a style. He has a formation. Sorry, formation. He has a formation. For example, you have in possession, you play 4-2-3-1. You out of possession, you play back five. You see what I'm saying? It depends how you move within the game. I don't have experience enough from Enrique Iglesias to watch him game in, game out to actually know how he plays. Plus, I just don't like that style of a game. It's my personal opinion, a personal thing.
Right, a big up Professor the King saying the panel discussed we all want the expensive players and we don't even have a structure. What the fuck? We need a goalkeeper, DM, not a striker. We need
We're
a system.
Hold on a second. One comment before. By the way, even though I do like Nagelsmann, okay with now, I'm not gonna be on what's his name on Enrique's throat if he would have come to Chelsea. I will
Same, I'm the
support him
same.
with everything he
Same.
get.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This is the biggest thing for me. If you Nagelsmann guy and we get in Enrique, do not just say I told you so or anything. Just give the guy time. Same thing if I'm opposite.
I think the only thing that
Lampard stands on Tuchel on fucking Potter. Same.
Yeah,
Conte, sorry, all of that.
It's like
crap.
literally shuffle the shit and like.
But yeah, the King, we need that and we need a striker, to be honest. We need all of the above.
We need all three,
All of
yeah.
the above. Build
I think,
a spine
yeah.
because we don't have a spine. And Know Yourself says you're getting a young striker from Jamaica.
another
We're
young
getting-
kid who's not
By
going to
the way,
make it.
Lewis,
he's
did you get upset when I tweeted you yesterday?
No,
I was
bro, honestly, my head was just hot because we were
I was
1-0 down.
laughing.
I was like, bro, don't fucking bring this shit up to me when you're losing. I can't be bothered.
The Casemiro
Nah,
tweet.
it's cool, man.
Yeah, the Casemiro.
Casemiro. Because Lewis said, "Yeah, I'll take Casemiro in the January versus."
No.
Oh my
Word, give me both. Give me both. We need everything. We need everything. Oh yeah, shit, Kaz. I'll check the WhatsApp. I'll check my WhatsApp. But yeah, guys, do have to wrap up. I've got to get ready for the Blue Bulls podcast. That'll be recorded 6 live tomorrow. Should be back tomorrow, depending on whatever content's
Where
out
is the
there. We're not
podcast
playing
on?
this weekend.
Where's the
Depends on
podcast, Lewis? Is he on any
Chelsea
platform?
Fan TV.
Oh,
Chelsea Fan TV. But yeah, big up everybody. We're gonna bounce, but we're gonna raid Egal as well. So check out Egal's channel.
Felix out, Mount out, Havertz out, Mudryk loan.
Egal. Why are we rating Egal?
Some only person who's streaming.
So we control him in the chat. I'm up for it.
Yeah,
And
fuck
me.
it. Everyone dropped 2 stars. Everyone dropped 2 stars.
Yeah.
In this comments. Because it's a rival show as well. Andrew's there too. So yeah.
Hey, me and Black Diamond on the same page finally. Fucking go.